the flesh. Get it started, get it started. It's Friday and it's Friday.
I am happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation. I have a dream.
I've got boxes on boxes, wattage for days when the moon won't do. I'll shine in its place, so you can find your way. Another light bulb at your face. I caught lightning in a mason jar, shining with the power of 1,000 stars. Lightning in a mason jar, see it from wherever you are. If your thoughts high up in the mountain tops, I'll leave the light on, and I'll leave the light on. You can come home right now. I'll leave the light
Bulls Radio Lounge, Bull and the Bartender, or sorry, Social Reload Show. Got used to saying that for a longest time. But now this is a Social Reload Show at 9 o'clock. Welcome, January 17th, 2021. I am Bull. I am in my 25-foot bunker amongst this COVID-19 zombie apocalypse we're facing. On the other end of the spectrum, we do have Matt the Savior. He is
Saving it.
He is in his 25-foot bunker as well. How are you,
Just
my friend?
doing all the saving. How are you, sir?
Good. Wow, you shot out of the cannon tonight, aren't you?
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, when I first got hold of you, you're sort of like down in the dirt. Now you shot out of the cannon. What's going on?
Well, you know, we're live now.
We're live now.
Got to turn it on, boy.
That's true. By the way, it is our, we are on episode 12. Season 12. Season 1, episode 12. Usually I'll do 12 episodes per season. So next week we'll be starting our second season.
Hell yeah.
On YouTube. One of the top YouTube channels in the world.
Look at us go, bro.
With the Social Reload Show, Bull and the Bartender Show. Soon coming back is the Gut Check Live with Belly, right? So,
yeah.
Listen, this channel is growing from day to day, and you know we've gotten all kinds of subscribes, likes, you know, whatever.
Yeah, man, great feedback.
So thank you so much for joining us. If you're a new listener, welcome to the show. This show, we just sort of like talk about stuff that happens in the media. Feel free to chime in with the chat or call in 813, was it 417-3602? 813
Yes, sir.
417, I think it's 417-3602. I always post the phone number up, right? But then nobody calls.
I know.
You know,
one day.
Yeah, it's
maybe season 2. It'll be the season of the phone calls.
Nobody calls. Nobody chimes in. They just, I don't know.
For granted, don't they, Bull?
I just don't know if they just want to not hear my voice or just not want to talk to us. But either way. But on the flip side, we've been getting a lot of, views on the back end.
Yes, sir.
Of the show. Like when it goes up on YouTube and then people stream it, we usually get a lot of views on that. So, which is good.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
that's good.
As long as we're putting it out there, we're getting more people out there and getting things going and stuff like that. Getting our, name known, and soon will be as big as like, the Today Show or, something like
Howard
that.
Stern.
Well,
Joe Rogan.
Wow, Joe Rogan is. Listen, have you listened to Joe Rogan?
I have, yeah.
Yeah, do you like him?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I think everybody does.
Well, I mean, I've met him before. He was doing, what is it? Was it Fear Factor? I think it was Fear Factor.
Right. Yeah.
He was filming at Islands of Adventure over there in Orlando, right?
Okay.
And so I was walking. I was watching the whole production. It was kind of cool. They had a helicopter come in over the side and drop down things and stuff like that in the big lake out there.
Okay.
And So then he was walking to a different location, and he's kind of a short guy, to be honest with you. I mean, he's like,
Yeah, I think I've heard that.
he's probably about a little bit shorter than you by a couple inches, maybe, right?
Oh, all right.
But then he had this big old bodyguard guy that, was like, his arms were probably about as thick as, a tree trunk,
Hell yeah.
walking behind him. He's probably 8 foot tall, big old sunglasses. And then, I met him. I said, hey to him. He said, hey, what's up? How you doing? And then they scurried off into one of the restaurants, They had to tuck him in like the president.
Of course.
Because Joe Rogan doesn't want to be, bothered by.
Well, I mean, it's famous. Let's go.
Yeah, but sometimes that fame can get to a person too, and they forget where they came from.
I don't know that that's the case for him, but I feel like you definitely have to separate yourself when you're that big.
That big, you do. I mean, even if you're like, what's his name? I can't remember his name now. He used to play for the Bucks. Warren Sapp. Right?
Sapp, oh man.
He used to do that for the longest time.
He was rude, man.
Yeah, he I don't flick,
used to shop
bitch.
at the Publix I worked at as a high school kid.
Oh, really?
And even as a high school kid, I mean, he was rude to me, like as a high school kid.
Like how? What would he say to you?
Like, nothing. He doesn't. So,
like if he tried to help you, like say, hey, I want to know where the flower's at.
He would ask, but he would ask very aggressively. He wouldn't look at you because you don't actually exist.
Oh, you're not on his level?
Right.
Okay.
And well, at least and I can't say that is his
forte or his MO.
So from the rumor is though that yes, this is typical of his behavior.
Right.
So it was only a handful of times that I actually had to, whatever, deal with him or interact with him or whatever. At this Publix, and because he typically wasn't trying to ask for help. He was, he's too good for that or whatever.
He knew what he wanted.
Yeah, I know what I want. And I know where it is. But if he didn't or whatever, he just so happened to need some help from you. Yeah, you were beneath him, and that seemed to be what everybody said.
Right.
And they especially said, and I don't know that I should say this.
What? Say what?
But they especially said that if you were of a different ethnicity, he was ugly. He was ugly to a different ethnicity.
Oh, really? He didn't. So what you're saying is he didn't like white people.
That was the rumor. Was the rumor, right? So I don't know that to be true. Obviously,
I mean, I don't know either.
Like that. But that was the rumor, and that's why they said. So when I would say something like, "Oh, he's rude," or whatever to my fellow coworkers and stuff, they'd be like, "Oh, well, it's because you're whatever." So
and see, I always think that it's because of his popularity and his fame that kind of got to his head.
And it could be. It very well could be. I don't know.
Because I remember back in the day when he used to be like, listen, I play 4 hours of football. That's what the fans. That's what they deserve.
By the time I met him, he was already huge. As far as he was already a star.
Oh yeah,
everybody knew him. And
I mean, to say that, to say, hey, look, my fans get 4 hours of football and that's it. So when I'm off the clock, that means don't bother me. Don't call.
Yeah, I don't exist.
Yeah, I don't flick, bitch. That's what he says. That was his quote. I don't flick, bitch.
I don't flick.
I don't know what that means, but that's what he said. I don't flick, bitch.
I don't flick, bitch.
Yeah. I don't know if that means that, hey, look, I don't stoop down to your level or, or
I don't flick, bitch.
I don't flick, bitch.
I don't know. I might start using that now. Just I don't know what it means, but I might start putting it into context
just to piss people off.
Just to work it,
Yeah. I mean,
there's another thing I like to say is I like to call people banky. I'll be like, you're banky.
You're banky.
You're just plain banky.
Banky?
Yeah, exactly.
Never heard of banky.
Exactly. People will respond like that, or they'll be like, "What the hell does banky mean?" I'll say something like, "If you got to ask, you don't want to know, or
if you're not in the know,
or
then
that
you're
proves
not in the know.
right there how banky you are, or something like that." You know what I mean? Just keep fucking with them.
I look at you like kind of weird. I'm like, all right, dude, I ain't got no time for you.
You're banky, bitch.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you banky when I just like, all right, cool. Look at you like
you're
just
dumb. Plain banky.
You're just dumb. You're using.
Yeah, I mean, you put it whatever context you want.
Oh, I will. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever it means to you is what it means to you.
It's like somebody comes up to you and goes, "You're banky." I'm like, "What in the holy hell did you just say?"
Pretty sure you get hit for something like that.
I don't know about hitting, but I mean, it's still. I look at you like you're crazy. You're insane.
And I'd call you Banky.
He'd do it just in spice. He's like, motherfucker, I still call you Banky no matter what.
Yeah, so here we are. The Banky brothers. just banking it out, you know?
I don't flick, bitch. That's how it goes.
I don't flick, bitch.
So I don't even know how we got to Warren Sapp.
Famous people.
I've never, to be honest with you, I think the famous person that I've met in person that has been really sort of been temperamental was Gallagher. Because I met Tom, not Tom Cruise, but what's his name? Oh man, John Travolta. I met him before. Sure. I met Thomas Jane. He plays like the Punisher. He plays. You ever seen Deep Blue Sea?
Nope.
Okay. That was supposed to be like
go and work that one out for you real quick.
I know, right? That was supposed to be a remake of Jaws, actually.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah. They were going to do that as a Jaws, sort of like a remake.
Wait, was Deep Blue Sea, did that have bad motherfucker in it too?
Who?
The bad motherfucker? Samuel L. Jackson?
Yeah, yes. Yeah,
I think I might have actually seen that.
Yeah, it's
they were doing like scientific tests on
sharks.
Yeah,
they're trying to in the movie they're trying to cure Alzheimer's.
Right.
And then they believe that if they get the proteins from the shark's brain, right, which they had to, I guess, go past the Geneva Convention, which I don't even know what that means when you go past the Geneva Convention.
Playing God.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, I think so.
So, like, if you're, like, stem cell research, is that...
it's like playing God, yeah.
Is that breaking the Geneva Convention thing?
Well, I mean, there's obviously some kind of and now we're going to sound retarded because I have no idea. But you know what I mean? There's obviously the Geneva Convention must govern some kind of something that says you can't do that.
You can't play God with this one.
Quit trying to fuck with stem cells and stuff. And to me, I feel like stem cells are probably the answer.
I don't even know what stem cells are supposed to do, to be honest with you.
They're the T cells. You remember from when we were in school? The T cells, they're programmable. They can become whatever they need to be.
So like healing, or what does that do? Like when they inject stem cells into you, what does it do?
Yeah. So then it'll go find these damaged cells or these incomplete cells, and it'll become them.
So then what is the big deal then? What is the big deal about stem cell research?
God. They're saying that if you could make somebody live forever or whatever, because essentially you could.
So what's the difference between mocking up a lamb that they've done before, or some sort of thing?
People go fucking ham about that shit too. They don't like that either.
I mean, here lately, I saw a story the other day where they cloned a goat.
Yeah, some people are all about it. Like me, I'd be all about it. I think it's crazy and awesome, and let's figure it out or whatever. Let's play with it. But you got these other wackos that are like, no, you can't do that. You can't park your car here.
That was an incident the other day. There was a person who parked their car in the wrong spot, and I mentioned to them, "Hey, look, you can't park there. I mean, sir,
you just can't
just park there. I mean, there's nothing you can do. Where do you exactly want me to park?" And I'm like,
"In a parking spot,
anywhere but here. I mean."
Some other place.
Yeah, some other space that has an open space for a car, but you can't park here. The sign clearly says it's only for certain people, and you can't park here.
You're obviously not one of those certain people.
But the guy wasn't getting it through his head. He's just sort of worried about, it's the closest spot. Let me just park here and see if he notices.
I hate that, bro.
And it's like I walked up to him like, "Sir, do you have whatever?" And he's like, "No." And I go, "Well, you can't park there because you're not whatever." And he's like, "What do you mean I can't park there?" And I'm like, "Because it has a sign there. It's only for people who do this, service." And it's like, "Well, where am I supposed to park?" And I'm like, "Anywhere else?" I mean, there's parking spots way in the back, but it's not like you're walking from Goofy 23 over here. You're not taking a tram over to the place. I mean, come on.
He's taking a tram over to the depot.
The only thing that he wanted to do was he wanted to park as close as he possibly can because it was packed, and he didn't want to park way the hell out there.
Of course.
And I get that. Sometimes I want to try, but then sometimes like, fuck it, I'm just gonna park wherever I can.
Well, that's my attitude. That's what I do every time.
Right. I mean, I'm not going to fight somebody over a freaking parking spot, just to get one spot closer to the front door.
No, not at all. Not even kind of interested.
Like if I'm going to a theme park, I want to park as close as I possibly can, because when you walk back from the theme parks, you're already tired. You're already worn out. You're mentally drained.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care. I still don't care. Like these yahoos at Walmart.
You don't care about what?
Where I park.
Oh, okay.
I'll park 15 miles away and walk my fat ass somewhere. I really don't. And it drives me crazy when I'm driving around through like Walmart or wherever the fuck, trying to park somewhere, and these people are driving around the parking lot
like
8,000 times trying to find that one spot that's gonna be just kind of closer. And it's like, look, bro, you could already been done shopping.
Right.
Like, you just get the hell out of your car and walk your lazy ass in.
And they fight you for it too.
Oh,
they will fight you for a parking spot.
That's why I feel like as a kid I was just like, all right, zero fucks. I don't care where I park. If you care that much about that, getting that 20 feet or that 5 feet closer or whatever it is, you go for it, man. Worth it to me.
That's the only thing that I would try to do, is I would try to park as close as I can to in a theme park situation, because like I said, you walk those parks all day long and you're mentally drained, you're physically drained. You don't want to walk another 2 miles to get to your car. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
you want to get as close as you can so you can sit your ass right in that seat, turn the air on, and enjoy the constant traffic jam that's on I-4 heading back to Tampa.
The traffic jam doesn't get out of the goddamn parking lot.
No, well, actually, Universal's pretty good about that. Their parking garage is actually, when you're leaving, there's no traffic jam at all.
I feel like you are a Universal fanboy.
I love Universal.
You do.
I do. It's besides Disney. Disney is great. Disney is okay. It's they don't take care of their guests, very well, to be honest with you, because they don't really give them too many discounts. And it's like Universal. It's like discount here, discount there, discount there. You get discounts on pretty much everything. But Disney doesn't do that. They don't. I mean, think of it this way: you're buying, let's just say, for a family of like 4 or a family of like 6, right? For
family
example,
of 6, Jesus.
Yeah, well, that's like mom, dad, kids, 4 kids, right? So you're thinking, all right, just to get in the door, right?
Mm-hmm.
For, let's just say, for shits and giggles, like each pass for a Disney pass is $600 for a season pass, right? Okay. For 1 year, $600. Okay, so you times that by what, 5? And that's what, 600 by 5 is what?
600 by 5 is 3,000.
1,000, a little over 1,000.
3,000.
600 times 5 equals 3,000. That's not including tax, So you're looking about 3.5, maybe, right?
Sure.
And that's not including.
That's just getting in the park.
That's your ticket into the park. That's not including your parking, right? That's not including merchandise, food.
Right.
Okay.
That's not
a place to stay if you're staying overnight, which is exorbitant. All of that is, pretty much extra on top of your, and now with this whole COVID thing, you have to make like a reservation to go, right?
Oh, right.
And it's very limited on stuff that you can do. Like I think they just recently opened up park hopper things, right? But you can't sit there and like just go to like Epcot or, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, really?
It's a whole big, like even California, Disneyland in California, they haven't opened yet.
That's what you were telling me, yeah.
Yeah. I think they're opening up a section of their parking lot to be like a COVID either testing site or an injection site.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, because they haven't, since this whole thing started, Disneyland's been shut down. Like, completely shut down. And that's a big park, too. There's 2 parks.
That's 2 parks? Is it a water too?
No. Disneyland has, if I remember correctly, it has Disneyland itself, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then across the walkway, like literally like probably like 40 steps, right, is what used to be California Adventure. Okay.
Okay.
Which had like the Matterhorn and had like, all those other sort of more adventurous rides, you know. But now I don't know what they call them. I don't know what they call that park now. But it was all like one park. It's just you sort of, you know, step from Disneyland to California Adventure. But yeah, they don't give you a lot of discounts. But Universal, well, of course, if you buy an ice, it's like $20. You know, like an ice cube.
Yeah, for real.
So I mean, that's and then you know you buy a Mickey. You know what I mean? And that's like another $40. You know.
A Mickey.
Yeah.
My brain was immediately goes, what the hell is he talking about? And I started thinking about like what that could be slang for.
What, Mickey?
And then yeah, just listen.
Talk about a Mickey doll.
Yeah, I eventually got there. My brain goes, oh, a fucking Mickey figurine, you idiot. we're talking about Disney here.
Yeah. Do you think the mouse is like freaking out right now?
Oh, I know it.
Like you think he's like huffing on the Bacardi and huffing on the Jiffy.
Huffing on the Bacardi.
Yeah, like he's like sitting there sweating, you know.
He's got the deli sweats.
Yeah, like Minnie Mouse is trying to keep it together, and Mickey's like, "Oh my god, what am I gonna do? What the fuck? Can't open up my parks."
It's okay, Mickey. We're gonna get through it. Shut up, bitch. Shut up, bitch. I'm freaking out here.
Don't make me pimp slap you. Shut up.
Yeah.
The Donald Duck's trying to like calm things down, and they fry him up. You know, the dogs.
They fry him up.
Pluto's you know licking his lips. You know.
Jesus.
And then
they fry him up.
Well, they have to survive somewhere. You know, they have to go somewhere. I mean, Daisy Duck's trying to figure out whether she's going to be killed or not. You know, she's trying.
Oh yeah, with a nice orange sauce.
Yeah, her feathers are kind of plucking out of her body. Like, oh my god, what am I going to do? Right? Stress plucking. Donald's already KFC'd, so we can't do that. Minnie Mouse is trying to keep it all together. Mickey Mouse is having a panic attack, you know, 24/7, and then Pluto's just licking his lips, trying to get you know Donald Duck.
Is that what we're calling it now?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, that's pretty much how it is. That's the status is because, you know, I mean, listen, back in the day, we've always talked about if Disney shut down, what would the world be like? And then finally, for like a hurricane, they shut down, right? And then now with this COVID thing, Disneyland is shut down, which you never would have thought about that. You know, you never would have thought these parks were shut down, but they do. I mean, Universal is flying. I mean, it's and to be honest with you, to compare Disney to Universal, like I said, they take care of their guests a lot better, and they just have an all around good experience over there. You know, it's a really good place to kind of eat and kind of chill out, and enjoy the day. You know, sometimes it gets packed more than others, right?
Yeah, of course.
But I mean, it gets packed based on capacity of the park at this time, you know. But other than that, I mean, it's all around. They just take care of you. But if you ever want to get Universal passes, let me know. You know what I mean? And we'll go do the Universal thing. Halloween Horror Nights is coming up too.
Yeah, we used to go every year.
Mm-hmm. What happened to that?
To the Halloween. Well, we were kids then, and now we're grown with responsibilities and things
you can
to pay
still
for.
do that. I mean,
I know it's just it gets so pricey, man. It gets so expensive, and like you said, we got the kids and stuff, so it's like
it's all
for a while they weren't old enough to really deal with it. Now
right.
I think they could, and they'd be fine, and they're tall enough to get on stuff that's fun and
right
and all that. But
should have an adult night.
Yeah, I mean the wife is always trying to get me to get Universal passes or Disney pass or whatever. Like I've told you before, if the wife could, I feel like she would live at a theme park for sure. Stay right up there in the castle, wake up every morning and go stand in a line.
Yeah, they used to be
all about it.
There used to be a storage area up there actually. Now they made it into now they made it into an apartment.
Suppose isn't there a basketball court in there?
Supposedly at the very top of the Matterhorn ride, there's a basketball court.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Like
the staff or something.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like a staffer type lounge for the Matterhorn workers there, right?
Sure.
You know, because most of the work is involved like inside that whole show building. So they put like a basketball, little half court basketball deal inside there. I don't know if it's still there or not, but I mean that's they even have pictures of it being up there. like for me at Busch Gardens, I've been in. Remember Questor? Remember that ride?
No.
You don't remember Questor? Or it used to be. Questor was the first one, and then it was what's it called with Martin Short in it. It was some sort of Agrabah type of flying.
Oh
through.
yeah, and you're like flying through.
Yeah,
on
something
one of
like
those,
that. But it wasn't Agrabah because that's Disney. But it was some sort of that type of culture. I can't remember what country it is, but it's like an Agrabah type of thing. But it had Martin Short in it, and you were flying through the city and stuff like that. And
Yeah, Busch Gardens.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Well, that pit's still down there. It's like a 40-foot pit, and I've been all through there, which is actually kind of creepy, to be honest with you.
It's a 40-foot pit, huh?
Yeah, it's a basement in there. It's there's 2 rooms actually, because you used to have 2 simulators in there, and they still have the control room up there. Actually, it's like a very analog and antique control for the ride. Like you just have like now it's all digitally, right? But this way you just like push a button and it starts, and this and that. It's very like just one button push. You know what I mean? So it's very old school, very analog. But yeah, there's 2 pits in there, and it's all painted black. You can even see where the foundation is for the simulator, the little triangular foundation, right?
Right.
So now they sold the parts, and they're not planning on putting anything down there anymore.
Like ever?
No. They usually they use the downstairs now, little break room for like for a costume change for HOS and whatever event they're having over there. They'll if they have those little sprayer guys, they'll have them down there. But I've also been in the 3rd floor of the Colony House too.
Oh, nice. What's up there?
Storage.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, the rumor was that there was a ghost up there.
I was about to say a ghost.
Yeah, like a little girl supposedly got trapped somewhere or died somewhere up there from what I've heard. So I was like, man, I'm just going to check it out. So went up to the Colony House, went up the elevator to the 3rd floor. And,
sure enough, that bitch was haunted.
Walked in, I didn't see nothing. Nothing but storage things and stuff like that. So, I don't know. It's a crazy thing. I mean, there's a lot of different stories that come out of theme parks, to be honest with you.
About hauntings and stuff.
Yeah, like
I believe it.
Disney has a couple of them. I want to say Universal has a couple of them. I know one year they did. Tree Rocks and I did a VIP tour of Halloween Horror Nights, right? To where they'll allow you access to like the backstage of the houses,
Okay.
with the lights on and everything, which is really kind of nice. If you ever go out there and if you're ever really into like the movie stuff and the prop stuff, case in point, they had I know you probably haven't seen this movie, but I'm going to put it out there. But the Mummy with Brandon Fraser.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I don't know if you saw the movie because usually you don't see any movies that I spit out, so I look kind of dumb.
I do that to you on purpose too.
So I'm just working my mouth for nothing,
Yeah.
So anyways, but they had the Book of the Dead, the black one, right?
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Right there on a prop, like literally as a guest, you'd walk right by it and wouldn't even notice it, right? But when you're doing the tour, you can actually look at it, touch it, feel it, take a picture of it. So stuff like that. And then they had this one house that was the Stranger Things house, right?
Oh, cool.
Was it really?
I've seen that.
Yeah. Before I tell the story, I'll tell you this. So you've been in the Stranger Things house, right?
No, I've
you
seen
saw the shows?
show.
Okay,
Yeah.
so one of the tricks they use is that it's an old school movie trick, and what they do is they put a white sheet up in like sort of the backyard where the kid got kidnapped by the Demogorgons, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the way they projected this particular scene to make this thing look 10 times larger was basically they put a flashing LED behind a Demigorgon, right? And then they silhouetted that onto a white screen, right? Like a white sheet to make it look 10 times bigger. But matter of fact, the actual miniature Demigorgon is about 8 inches tall.
Oh, wow.
So when it flashes like 4 times bigger. And it makes, and then plus with the audio, the screaming and stuff like that, it actually goes with the effect.
Both parts, right?
But yeah, it's just stuff like that listen, it just really interests me. I like it. I love it. I
want some more of it.
Yeah, I like to see all the backstage stuff. I like to see how the rides work. I'm more interested in seeing how the mechanics of the rides, move, and how they do the effects more than pretty much the ride.
Than riding it itself, yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's like even what's the motorbike ride over there, the new one, right?
Where?
The God, what is it? Hagrid's motorbike ride, right? Where you're riding on
I don't know about that.
You never seen that?
Uh-uh.
Oh man,
where is that?
That's at Universal. No, I'm sorry, that's at
Islands. I haven't
Islands.
been to Universal in forever, bro.
It's at Islands, yeah. It's the new ride there called Hagrid's Forbidden Journey, I think it is, or Forbidden Forest, or something like that.
I mean, it sounds hot. I don't know nothing about it though.
It's really cool because it's all kind of interactive while you're riding. Although the one thing that I truly find very displeasing for Universal is their animatronics.
Really? Why?
Okay. Because I'm sort of basing it off of like Disney's animatronics, right?
You're saying Disney's animatronic game is better?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Okay. They've revolutionized the animatronic world of stationary animatronics. Just look at what's the ride? The one in the new. We keep on jumping back and forth.
Yeah.
The God, what is the name of that ride? Avatar, right? When you look at the Avatar ride, right? In the queue line, they have like a little avatar inside of a tube, right?
Okay.
So it moves and jumps and it looks really real. And on the ride, they have like the big what's the big blue monkey character female witch avatar person that sort of moves and jumps and does all this stuff, right? But it's so fluid, right, that it looks really real, like it's actually alive, per se.
So yeah, that's it right there to me is the fluidity.
Right. Fluidity.
That's a sexy word.
New word, huh?
That's sexy. Say it. So just, whoever's listening right now, just say it.
Fluidity.
Say it Fluidity.
So yeah, they're
made my nipples hard. Yeah, I feel like that's where it's at. Like if you want a good looking animatronic, like that separates our animatronics now.
Oh
from,
yeah.
When they were first started with the puppets and everything.
Absolutely.
Like that, coming up from that.
I got the on the live feed. I've got the Potter, the Hagrid's motorbike ride about to play here. It'll play. See, the audio's not working. I don't know why it's not doing that. Anyway, so you start off like here, right? And then you go into like this whole thing where Hagrid is sort of I don't know why that's not playing. That bothers me now. Maybe that's it. I don't know why it's not playing now. The audio's not playing. But anyways, so you see it up here, then you get up to this little Hagrid hut, and then it's Hagrid.
I don't see it though. Hold on.
You don't see it? It's up there now. I have to fix the delay on there, so you might have a little delay. So anyways, he goes to the little Hagrid hut, and then you go off and you shoot across this thing where it goes up over this deal and goes around the whole Harry Potter forest basically, the Enchanted Forest I think it's called. I think you do like a little, but anyways, it's a very nice ride. It has like a sidecar that you can ride in, and it also has like a motorbike you can ride on as well, and then it has one of those like drop down deals to where you go up to a certain thing and you stop, right, and then you roll backwards.
Okay.
and then you.
So, but what is it for real? Like, are we sitting?
It's
in
a roller
like,
coaster.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you're
Oh.
watching it now, you could see it.
I've got the live thing up. It's not showing it to me, bro.
Are you sure? Because I'm
Hold on.
watching it right now.
I even closed out of it and then got back in to make sure that I was in the live. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm
There's
watching it
nothing
right
on
now.
my screen, brother.
Are you sure?
100%.
Does that mean we're not live?
I mean, it says that we're live. I keep clicking on the live. Here, I'll close YouTube altogether.
Yeah, because I'm watching it as we speak now.
On YouTube?
Yeah, you're starting to freak me out there, guy.
There it goes. There it goes.
Okay,
so
all right.
Closing YouTube did it.
You're really about to freak me out.
I'm saying that's
I
why
was
I was freaking out.
I thought we weren't live. I was like, man, this whole time for 30 minutes we haven't been live.
30 goddamn minutes.
So I was about to freak out and panic. All right, so in this scene right here, I'm going to reverse it back here, right? Here's where it gets interesting on this, and I hope I'm not boring you with this theme park talk.
Do you want my honest answer?
Yes.
I love it, bro.
I really, do you like it, or are you just saying that?
I'm just saying that.
Oh, okay, you don't really like it. You don't care, do you?
No, not particularly, but
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm glad to see where you're at on that one, but that's all right.
well,
I
it's
just
fine.
wasted
Like,
30 minutes on fucking talking about theme parks with a guy who doesn't even like it.
That's. I mean, I made it work, didn't I? You had no clue.
Yeah. You just led me on the trail.
That's it. I'm
Yeah.
I'm great at leading people on.
You are, but I'd like to, have you engaged instead of,
You know, I often find myself wanting that as well.
What, you don't feel engaged enough with this show? I mean, come on.
I'm teasing you.
Oh, Jesus, guy. You just took the
This
wind out of my
guy.
sails,
This guy.
to be honest with you. So, I'm trying to recollect my thoughts over here.
You can't handle the truth.
You kind of threw me off there for a minute.
I see that. You should don't ask questions. You don't
I
want
was
to know the
I
answers.
was on a roll too, man. I was like, man, this is great, and all of a sudden it's like, well, fuck.
Well, you asked. You shouldn't have asked.
No, I just should have just started the whole conversation with theme park talk.
Yeah, well, that's whatever. I know you like them. I don't. It does. It's not that I don't like them. It's just not.
It
It's
doesn't-
not really my thing. Yeah, it just doesn't
yeah.
do anything for
It's
me.
all right. We'll just do anything that you want to do. It's all right.
Okay.
Not about my show or nothing like that.
No, it's not.
No,
it's
it's
about,
just- we'll
it's
just-
about Matt the Savior
we'll-
saving shit.
We'll just do whatever it is that you want to do and be happy with that.
Yeah.
We'll
Well,
call
good. I mean, it'll make me happy.
We'll call it Matt's show instead of
I've been meaning to talk to you about that. I think it does roll off the tongue.
what Matt's
really,
show.
Yeah, really well.
All right. Well, we'll put you on a different night, different channel. Just let me just give you a red stapler and just put you down in the basement.
but I like my stapler.
Don't worry about Milton. We'll get you a new one. Who's got it on Amazon? All right, so let's take a break real quick. When we come back, there's a is it Costanza, something like that?
That sounds like a name,
Kyrgyzstan,
yeah.
Kakistani, whatever he's from, right?
Kakistani.
Bodybuilder that got married, but
Got married this weekend.
well, I don't know about this weekend, but he got married. The story came out November 30th of 2020. Mind you, 2020, the year that was really crazy. But this guy, this bodybuilder, apparently married a very would-be bride.
I mean, she's a trophy wife if I ever saw
Now,
her.
I don't know how he walked the bride down the aisle after they got married. I mean, well, I guess the way he's built, you don't have to worry about that.
You could use like a wheelchair. Yeah, I mean, he is well built.
So when we come back, we'll talk about that and then talk about a couple of things not regarding or limited to theme park talk. We'll get into that more. Don't go away. The Social Reload Show. We'll be back in a minute.
Some people out of love. Some people think I can solve them. Lord heavens above, I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. Don't ask my opinion. Don't ask me to lie. And beg for forgiveness for making you cry. Making you cry, 'cause 'cause I'm only human after all. I'm only human. fall and blinding morning, the world outside
Bulls
begins to breathe.
Radio Lounge, YouTube.com. Just look that up. Welcome back to the Social Reload Show. I want to talk to you about Keel and Curly Winery. They've been in the Sonoma-Sassa area just past the I-475 intersection for years. Like if you go down to the Dinosaur World exit, it's right down there. These people are fantastic. They love making wine. They love just, providing for the community. So give them a try. Go look at their website, which I have it live on the channel now. They have a full edition of wines and beers. I mean, just top notch. Look, we'll just go to like the shop wine, right? And there's just a huge selection of just nothing but top notch wines. The Bowen Estate Red. You can join the club, the Blueberry. Just so much more that you can choose from. Sweet Blueberry, Gulf Coast Blueberry, just phenomenal stuff. The Wild Berry, I mean, the list goes on. Sangria, just phenomenal products, phenomenal taste, all kinds of the food is delicious. I mean, it's just beyond compare one of the best places that I've eaten at and tried their wines. And I'm not a wine guy. So just check them out. Go to keelandcurly.com, or you can just go to their place, their restaurant. They have a lot of good foods. They have a lot of good, the restaurant is phenomenal. Just hit them up. Look, check them out. Go to let's go to the eat thing. I know I'm doing like a live plug with them. That's fine. But look at this. All of this great, phenomenal food. The caprese platter, chips and queso, bruschetta, pretzel bites, spicy gator nuggets. That's just the appetizers, the starters. Oh, all that. Such a good place. Good guys, good group of people. KeelFarms.com. Don't forget to check them out. They're also having a Valentine's Day deal. I think it's called Keel Farms Valentine's in the Vine. Let's see if I can look that up here. Yes, Valentine's in the Vines for Valentine's Day. If you make a reservation right now, you can set it up and you'll be able to get either like a bouquet of flowers or a bottle of wine, but you'll be able to eat, what's available on the menu. And then it's nice little romantic, to go take out your wife or your husband or your girlfriend or your boyfriend or whoever it is you want to take out. Just go out there and go check them out. Go check out the wine. Go check out the food. Go check out all the hospitality. It's like a 600-acre area that you can freely walk through. They give tours. Just go check them out. They're phenomenal people. KeelFarms.com. Your one-stop shopping for all your merch, all your products. Go to KeelFarms.com. That was pretty good. What do you think, Matt?
Yeah, that was good, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I could have done a little bit better, which I think I'm going to work on a new one. But I thought the Josh Groban Awake song was actually pretty good about that.
So when it started playing, I go, what is happening?
Well, I played the wrong song.
Yeah. Well, I know. I saw. I'm not actually talking about the fumble that happened there.
Yeah.
But what I was talking about was that song there. It started playing, and I go, well, what? Well, this is different.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, I won't get spanked for playing songs like that.
It was perfect, honestly.
Yeah.
It was perfect background music for what you were doing. Absolutely.
Yeah, I thought it was too. I mean, it was. Listen, most people don't care too much for Josh Groban because they think he's like too sappy, I guess. But a lot of his songs I think is really good. To be honest with you, I like them. You know,
You would.
well, like no, because they're very relaxing, very soothing. You know, they kind of like if you face like anxiety or whatever, you know, you could probably do that. I've done that. I've listened to like Pandora. I have like Josh Groban channel, and that kind of helps me get out of my anxiety attacks. You know.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I am kind of an anxious person sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. I mean,
It's one of the few emotions I still have.
I'm learning about anxiety. I'm learning about, you know, all this other stuff, and it's, you know, through the help of Chewy Rocks and stuff like that. Just sort of, you know, finding different methods of, you know, kind of dealing with stuff like this, because a lot of people who have anxiety don't really know exactly that they have it, you know, or a form of having anxiety. They just sort of like, holy crap, I just get pissed off, or I get freaked out, or whatever the case may be, and I have no idea what's going on. You know what I mean? Or sometimes it could just happen out of the blue. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Like the other day, I was perfectly fine doing, you know, my job, and all of a sudden it's like, you know, the old saying is like, you ever heard of the duck on water?
Yeah, where they're calm on top and then the feet are going crazy.
Yeah,
underneath.
going 100 miles in a minute underneath the water, right? Well, that's pretty much how it happened. It's like everything was cool, everything was fine. All of a sudden, it just hit like a bus, and then now you're trying to deal with that while trying to deal with, you know, the public and stuff like that. It's like, listen, just don't talk to me. Don't fucking, no, just leave me alone. You know, everybody's just wearing me out. You know,
Just get away from me.
just shut up and stop talking to me.
You just stop it right now.
Yeah, stop it right now. So
I've had enough.
I've had enough of this bullshit. The guy I'm even having the show with don't even like the shit I'm talking about. What the fuck?
I mean, come on.
God damn it!
Who doesn't like theme parks?
It's my show. I'm doing whatever I want.
I tell you what.
Don't tell me anything. It's my show. God damn it.
Ah.
Ah! I only joke. It's only fun to joke.
Oh, I know.
So anyway, so yeah, it's a very weird thing. It's one of those things to where sometimes it hits you. Sometimes you feel it coming on. Sometimes you don't.
Giggity.
Diggity, no doubt. It's a sippy,
No
sippy.
diggity, no doubt.
Is that what's his name in the background?
That's the double dizzle.
Man,
yes,
we
sir.
got to put that guy on the microphone because I keep on hearing him like laughing and giggling,
He's chuckling,
which is
yeah.
fine, you know, which is cool. It's great. You know, he's getting a kick out of the show, not by my mouth, but, you know, by yours. But nevertheless, I mean, he still should have a microphone, be a part of the show.
I know. I got to work on my setup, buddy, to be honest with you. My setup's pretty
Get a splitter.
piss poor.
Just get a splitter.
Hey, I don't say you got to do your job.
God damn it. Shut up. I'm doing this thing. Motherfucker.
No, I know. I just don't have him set up yet.
Oh, okay.
But I do want to get him set up. Like I want to do my own little side show too to add some more content for the radio station.
Okay.
You know, but that's
I mean, if you
in the future.
Yeah, if you guys want to do a show, that's fine. I mean, I could just board op it over here, you know, and then you guys can do a show, you know, from your, you know, bunker or wherever you're living at.
I live in the woods.
Oh, you live in the woods. Okay.
Yeah.
So you moved out of your bunker now
I
in the
moved
woods.
out. I moved out of my mansion.
Oh.
I'm staying in the woods.
So you're downsizing?
Downsizing a little bit,
okay.
right?
Yeah. Do you own the one that's over there off of was it? You probably won't even know where it's at. What I'm talking about.
The Indian
Bush.
one over off of Bush.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Is that you?
Well, it's my cousin's.
Oh, it's your cousin. Okay, the one that owns the Strauss Center.
Correct. Right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. I did a drone flight over there actually one day.
Over the mansion.
Yeah.
They didn't shoot it down.
Why would they?
I mean, that's what my cousin does.
Oh, does he? Oh, you don't
Yeah,
like
he
drones?
shoots them down.
Oh.
He doesn't like people looking at his house.
Oh, really? Well, tough luck, bitch.
Okay.
You don't own the air, so tough luck.
He owns the air around the estate. Yes.
Was he Disney?
Yes.
Disney has a no-fly zone over their park.
Yeah, I believe it.
It's like a 30-mile circle.
Hell yeah.
You know, over there.
I want that kind of money. Where I can just be like, no, bitch.
Yeah,
You
but then
can't get within 30 miles of my fucking estate.
But then you're like freaking out if you lose money.
I guess that's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
you get that kind of money. That's when you freak out about
Yeah,
money.
because you start spending way beyond your means. I think that's a problem with a lot of people who are rich.
I think there's a problem with a lot of people, period, rich or not.
They spend way above their means, and they start, buying like $200,000 Lamborghini Diablos and and stuff like that. Shit they don't really need.
So hold on. If you were rich, would you buy that kind of stuff?
Fuck no.
You're crazy, really?
Dude, come on. Listen, what the hell is my fat ass gonna fit in the Lamborghini Diablo for? They're gonna have to get the jaws of life just to get me out of the car. I only sat in there just to test drive it.
Oh, Bull's home. Get the crane. Get his ass out of here.
Call Tampa paramedics and fire department. We gotta.
You got him just waiting at your house. You got him on call.
Yeah.
I'm about 15 minutes away, guys.
Well, I see you didn't turn the lights on, so I guess you're just chilling out. You know what's going down.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
we're just waiting. We knew you were calling.
Yeah, we'll go to the grocery store. I'll buy a whole bunch of groceries for your time for getting my
Boy
fat
can't
ass
even
out of
get
the car.
Of his own car. Yeah.
No, I don't want to buy no.
I'm going to the bank later. Gonna need a forklift.
Just come follow me, guys. It's all right. Just get me out. Just Charles, be gentle this time.
People don't follow me around because I can't get out of my car.
I mean, listen, I would probably, I've sat in one before, but I would never ever probably buy one because for one, the only thing that it's good for is showing off. That's the only thing those cars are for, because unless you're racing them, right? Or maybe you like them just as a hobby, but 9 times out of 10, you're getting a car like that just to show it off. Yeah. Just to say, hey, look at me. Look what I have and look what you don't have.
Right.
And by far, I'm like, I don't care. Do your thing. Hope you wreck it.
I hope you wreck it. Oh, look at you, salty as fuck.
No, I mean, I don't. I mean, people like that are just.
You want a Lambo?
Fuck
listen to you.
No, I don't. Listen, I want a Raptor. That's what I want.
Raptors are sexy.
I want to, dude. If you pull up and you've got a Raptor that's all like charcoal type black or jet black, right? And it's got that the Ford right there on the front of the grill with the running lights right there in the grill, right? And this thing's just a beast rolling up. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I heard you and Mark talking about it the other night, and I was like, yeah, for real.
Yeah.
I love a Raptor.
The only thing that's getting me is like the price tag.
Oh yeah, it's expensive.
That's $60,000, just standard, just standard.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And
Easy
then
all day.
And then I look at the Teslas. I'm like, that's a cool car too. And I hear it's like
that's where I'm going next. I think
$10,000 just to put down payment.
I don't care. I'm paying 30 or 40 for the fucking car anyway.
Yeah, but $10,000.
They can take my $10,000. I don't give a
$10,000 for a down payment, but that's just standard. That's not like.
That's just to show you're serious to buy the car.
No. I'm saying like when you actually buy the Tesla, right? Mm-hmm. You're buying a standard Tesla. You're not buying like the self-driving. You're not buying.
Yeah, you are. Yeah,
no.
You are. You're misinformed.
Okay.
You're misinformed.
The people at
everybody that has a Tesla Model 3 and up have that.
Yeah, because it's an added feature.
It's not an added feature, bro.
Look it up. I guarantee
it's in beta right now. As a matter of fact, it's not even a full feature yet.
Look it up.
But everybody has access to it. I did look it up. I'm all about this car.
Then come on, let's see it.
What do you mean?
Let's produce some fact checking over here.
Yeah, bro.
Come on,
bro. I'm telling you right now that they all come with that feature. All you do is you double press your little joystick or whatever that's for your windshield wipers. You pull it forward twice and it goes to self-driving mode, called autopilot.
No, I know what it is. I mean, I just from what
they've all got it. Yeah.
From what the salespeople have told me.
Model 3s and up have it.
I'm just saying what the salespeople have told me, that it's $10,000 to put down. Right.
When did you go looking for one?
Probably about 2 years ago.
Okay, so that's you're informed for 2 years ago. Literally, as of like 2 months ago, everybody got the beta ability to do the self-driving. Everybody.
Okay, because I'm looking at the website now.
It's just part of their software now. It's just built into the software now.
For like the Model S, it's starting at $69,000.
Yeah, go to I want to say the Model 3 is 40.
I'm trying to see like what it. Okay, so here's the thing. Black white interior.
And they all have that ridiculous sound system too. Like that's
Do they
not
really
an
like
add-on.
the Bose?
That's not an add-on feature either. It's like the best sound system.
So I guess for a 2021 Model S, right, driving it off the lot is going to be 76,000. So about 78.
That's the Model S. You're looking at like the luxury model.
Well,
like,
that's what the website shows. I mean, it shows
I know. But be a human and read a little bit and go to the model. Listen to what I'm saying, and you'll understand what I mean. And go to the Model 3 because that's the one that you're actually going to be purchasing because that's in your price range. That's a $40,000 version, and it will still have all the features of the Model S. It just won't have like ostrich skin on the fucking seats or whatever.
Ostrich skin?
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever the hell makes it an S over the Model 3 or the X or the all these different models that they've got. Like whatever makes that the S. It's something like it's going to be something like that. It's going to be something like
okay. So it says all cars have a power trunk, glass roof, and autopilot.
And autopilot, boom, right
that's
there.
100. It goes 263 miles, 140 top speed, and 0 to 60 at 5.3 seconds.
Right. Yeah, that's right. That's what you're paying the extra money for is for the miles that you.
Is that what it is?
Last, yeah.
Okay.
So the more money you spend on the vehicle, the farther that car is going to be able to go without being charged.
Okay, so standard range plus, right? It's partial. Says, all right. So let's see. I guess it's rear wheel drive.
Rear wheel.
Yeah, it says partial premium interior. Standard range is 33,000. I don't know what that means. Okay, so here, partial premium interior includes, which I'm going to put this right up on the live screen here.
Okay.
It includes a 12-way power adjustable heated front seats, premium seats, material and trim, upgrade audio, immersive sound, premium connectivity, 30 days included, satellite maps with live traffic, in-car internet streaming, video streaming, karaoke. All right.
What?
I don't know what karaoke is, but I'm assuming
I don't either. It sounds dangerous, though.
Internet browser.
I might want a part of
that. Premium interior includes 12-way power adjustable front and rear seats, premium audio 14 speakers, one subwoofer, 2 amps, and immersive sound. Right?
Woo!
Yeah.
Bro, I can only get so erect.
Premium connectivity, 1 year included. Satellite maps are live. I wonder if that's an extra price you have to pay for premium connectivity. It says...
Oh, maybe, like the Sirius or whatever that they're trying to get you to buy.
Well, it includes satellite maps with traffic visualization, in-car internet
I always
streaming.
use my phone for music and shit anyway, though.
Video streaming.
And that's like the center console is a wireless charging pad. So you just set your phone down on it, and it's going to start charging.
Well, that's all that I just mentioned earlier, right? Mm-hmm. Is included with a premium interior.
So that must be like the S or whatever.
That's the one I'm looking at.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying that maybe that's what makes it an S over like a Model 3. Like maybe the Model S just automatically comes with that premium interior shit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming. Yeah. All interiors include center console with storage. Nice. 4 USB-C ports, wireless charging for 2 smartphones, tinted glass roof with ultraviolet infrared protection, power folding, auto dimming heated inside mirrors, music and media over Bluetooth, and custom driver profiles.
Give me this fucking car.
So that what I mentioned earlier was a partial premium interior includes. That was a partial premium.
I want it.
The other two are
my money.
The other one was premium interior, and the next one down was all interiors included. So maybe that's what they mean is that this is so you got 12-way. Okay, all right. So the partial premium includes everything except for what looks like the premium audio. Right, but also you don't get LED fog lamps or interior floor mats.
From what I understand, all the cars come with that premium audio. I think that what it wouldn't come with would be.
So then, why would they have 2 different packages?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. That from what I understood, they all had that same audio package.
Okay,
but I
'cause,
guess
I mean,
maybe that's changed now.
Are you looking
but
at the live stream now?
yeah, I can see it.
You see where the partial premium is, right? And then you go for premium interior, and then where it says all interior includes all of this right down here. So you have to choose which package you want.
Upgraded audio immersive sound. I mean, I'd be getting that one because that one's going to come with the sub and stuff.
And that's
you know,
the premium interior.
Yeah, you know I love the sub. That's what I love most about my truck.
So that is the
Let's go.
that is the Model 3.
Let's fucking go.
Now I wonder what the
Model 3.
So the Model S is bigger than the Model 3, huh?
I think so.
Is that I mean?
I
why?
know that the X is like a SUV type looking thing.
Yeah, that's what it is. I'm showing it right now. It's an SUV, and the Model Y is some sort of sporty
right?
SUV.
Is it sporty? Yeah.
Then they sell solar for new roofs. You can get a solar along with your Tesla. You can get a solar roof
for your house.
Yeah,
of course.
Tesla roof.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the truck on there. The truck looks hideous, but I haven't seen that one.
Oh, I know. It's so gross looking.
So let's look at the model.
Have you seen the Mach E, the Mustang Mach E?
No, I have not.
Look that up.
So with the Model S, you can go 402 miles.
Look that up real quick.
So here's my question, right? If you're buying, that's a Tesla Model E, right?
Okay.
Is that what you're talking about?
No, I want you to look up the Mustang Mach E.
Oh, Mustang. I'm sorry, Mustang.
Yeah, Mustang Mach E.
Mustang Mach E. I got it right here. So my question is, when you're, oh Lord, that looks just like a Tesla.
I know. It is all electric, all-wheel drive. It's sexy. It's a really good-looking car, and it's Ford. That's Ford's newest. That's gonna be Ford's first
new deal
vehicle. Yeah, that's gonna be their first.
Is that gonna beat out the Tesla truck?
They don't think so. They think Tesla says that that's gonna be like, it's gonna be using like Google's driving AI that they're building or something, that they're just gonna kind of drop into a bunch of cars like they do with their phones.
Oh, so they're kind of testing out the new technology that Tesla's doing, right?
Tesla does not consider like what Ford's going to be doing and what all these other car companies are going to be doing. They don't consider that direct competition. They think it's going to be slight competition, obviously, because it will be an e-vehicle and all that, whatever. But their actual competition that they're worried about is when Apple comes out with their car.
Now Apple's coming out with a car?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, Apple's coming out with a car. Apple's coming out with a car. Apple just bought the ability to make their own what was it? The Wi-Fi processor, not Wi-Fi processor. That's not what I'm looking for. Like networking. They're gonna take over like where you would normally go to like AT&T and go buy your iPhone, right?
Yeah.
Or like T-Mobile or whatever. They're gonna nix that whole part out and just start running their phones through themselves.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So they've started buying that stuff up. They've started talking. They think that they've come up with a better battery system than Tesla has for their car. So everybody's excited about that because that's Tesla's problem right now too. They're like at the moment they've got like the best kind of battery, but they know that that's still, even if right now, they said if like right now everybody switched over to electronic stuff, we wouldn't have enough power in our grid to actually handle it.
Really?
Yeah. Because handle it.
I know California, that's all they have is Teslas.
That's what they're working, yeah. And they're the place that's got like the completely autonomous. Another fun one to say if you can get it out. Fully autonomous cars that are like for like Pizza Hut will drive up and deliver your pizza for you. Nobody's driving it. You put in a little code on the outside door, it rolls down the window, gives you your pizza, and then drives away.
Oh, really?
Okay. Yeah, they've been testing those in California for a couple years now. So that's like the hub. That's where they're testing all this stuff. And then it's gonna go flying out across the rest of the country. So
when you're, and I'm just sort of curious about this because I always look at long distance driving, right?
Sure.
If you're driving this thing, right, and let's say you're going to like North Carolina or something like that, right?
Right.
Is there like charging places to charge this thing, or does it know where charging places are? So, like if you're
that's
going,
a great question. There are like when I was in Miami doing that little app gimmick when I was building one of these apps I was building, they had charging stations everywhere.
Okay,
but like, you go to Tampa, where was the last charging station you saw?
The only one that I've seen so far is at the mall at what's it called? Not West Shore, but what's the other one? International Mall, right?
I can see it at International.
And then there's a Winn-Dixie over off of Swan, right? That they just recently rebuilt, right? Over by the hospital area, right? And they've got a whole charging port over there.
Really?
Yeah.
So okay, so but I mean,
I'm talking about interstate type of things. Like you go off to like.
No, I know. That's what I'm getting to that point. So that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, yes, they exist and they are around in like some of these bigger like cities that are trying to be really forward thinking and trendy and woke and whatever. They're all over there, Miami. But you've got the handful everywhere else, like where that's going to be hard to find. So I don't know what they're doing to ramp that kind of shit up. But I do think it's funny, the memes that you see about these charging stations. They're like, I guess they're run by like gasoline generators.
Okay.
Like when you plug your vehicle in, it's still using gas to charge these generators that are charging your car.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's like the joke. That's the meme.
Okay.
That you're saving the world, but it's still using gasoline, like combustible engine to charge that thing.
Okay.
So that's like the running joke.
So, do you think that we're going to be going into a different milestone in our society?
I think it's already started.
To, basically like
that was part of Biden's plan. Even
what was
he wants to eliminate fossil fuels.
Oh, really?
He wants to go completely electric and stuff.
Huh.
So yeah, I think we're going to see a huge ramp up of the electric shit.
And I don't doubt that either, because I mean, we're sort of at an age that we need to do that. We need to be.
I agree.
We need to be sort of coming of technology and coming of all this stuff that sort of, I guess, sort of built our society from the beginning. I mean, think about pagers, how far they've come. Think about cell phones, how far they've come. We have, I don't know if you have an iPhone or not, but people who have iPhone has more technology in their iPhone than they did doing the Apollo missions, going up into space. And those computers were like room-size computers, So, unfortunately for like the old-timers that don't like technology, don't like changing out their phones, they still have the flip phone from the 1980s, they can't get adjusted to it because they don't understand it.
Right.
And for sort of our generation, we've sort of made that milestone sort of leap from back in the day of like not checking your email until you got home, or you have a pager, or you have a cell phone that looks like a brick,
Yeah. Giant, really weird, solid antenna.
I mean, you carry that around, on your hip like most people do with their phones now, and you get clowned upon, But nevertheless, our generation has progressed from that technology stage and everything building up to like now to the newer generations, to where everything they do is on their phone. It's on, you go to the bathroom, you go on your phone to go to the bathroom. You know what I mean? Or
every time.
Yeah, every time, or whatever the case may be. Like, you can look up pretty much anything, on your phone.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's gonna be. It's got pros and cons. Absolutely.
Well, of course, right, and I think that's where we're heading. That the problem is, I think, is trying to get people engaged and to understand the newer technology that's coming out. But I don't think we can handle it, to be honest with you, because the thing with like Congress and stuff like that, of what's happening over there. You know what I mean? I think that sort of puts us back. And
it definitely does. It does. It's not a good look at all.
No, because we were heading in the right direction. Everybody was sort of like coming together per se, and all of a sudden the Congress thing happened, and then
Right.
you know.
So did you hear any of that? Like the rally that happened ahead of time, and
I
did you listen to any of that?
briefly heard about what happened, and I did hear a segment of his speech, pretty much saying that, hey, we should storm Congress.
He did not. He said we should peacefully and patriotically walk to the Capitol. Was verbatim what the boy said.
Right.
Verbatim.
Well, here's my thing on this whole deal, and I don't like to get into politics too much, right?
Lies. But go ahead.
Because I don't care about politics too much.
Lies.
But
Go ahead.
What?
I said lies. Go
Lies.
ahead.
What do you mean? Well, the only time I do talk about politics is with Belly,
And with me.
well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, I don't know if you want to really talk about politics.
More
you
than
know?
I want to talk about a roller coaster. I'll tell
Oh,
you that.
okay, well then there you go. Just had to stab that one in the back.
I'm helping you
Asshole.
out, brother. I'm helping you out.
Could have
brother.
wrote an email or something like that, or a
I
text.
could have, but you asked on the air, so I'm telling you.
Motherfucker. Well, most people don't like talking about politics because they're so left or right
Yeah.
fenced. It's like, listen,
Right.
I understand where you believe in, and I get it. Like Belly, he hates Trump. Like he
I know.
hates Trump, which is fine. I respect
Yeah,
that
it's
because
fine.
for me, I don't care about either one of them. To be honest with
Right,
you,
right.
I
They're
don't
both
even. I didn't even
jackasses.
vote. I haven't voted. I've never voted. To be honest with you, in my
That
entire
was
life.
true. That was true for me too, all the way up until this
And see, it's
election.
and then that's the thing. It's like if you voted for Trump or Biden, hey, do your thing. I'm not going to judge you for it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say you're a bad person because you voted for Trump. I'm not going to say you're a bad person because you voted for Biden. If that's your deal, then that's your deal. The problem is the people who take this crap too seriously and they
Yeah.
take it to like these people who stormed the Congress building, right?
Yeah.
All right, that's ignorance right there. Because if you're going to take this guy's words, no matter what he said, it doesn't matter what he said, right? If you're going to take this word as the Bible, right, then that's on you for doing that. That's on you to sit there and break into a place. We were talking a couple weeks ago about the guy who stole Pelosi's, bench or
Yeah.
whatever.
The podium, yeah.
He's facing 3 federal charges on the surface.
Let's
Three-
go.
3 federal charges. That's not
Fucking-
including but limited to any other charges they're going to place on him. Now, mind you, this guy's only 36. Okay,
Yeah.
and he's
yeah.
already lost his life. I mean, he's pretty much done.
I mean, that's his fault.
No, and that is. I mean, that's what I'm saying. He's smiling in front of the camera, but also too, don't people know
He
that?
waved at the camera.
Yeah, don't people know that these places have like high def cameras
Yeah.
that are like worth probably about $1 billion? You know,
I mean,
and they're over there going, "Hey, look at me!
he thought
I'm
he
not
was
going to
getting
get
away
caught."
with it, man.
What's that?
He thought he was getting away with it. He's like,
How
there's
would
so
you-
many people here. There's no way I'm getting arrested.
How would you not know that you're going to get away with it when you're smiling at the camera and waving,
Because I'm an idiot.
and you've got, a congressperson, whatever this person is, whatever she does, Speaker of the House.
Got her lectern.
You got a lectern that she keeps in her office and polishes every day because she wants to get on her high horse to get
I
against
like
Trump.
the belt buckle.
So what purpose were you going to do with that? What is? And that's
No, for real. Just to say he was
right,
there.
and that's my thing. Is like, what is the whole point? Not disregarding this guy, but what was the point of doing all this? What gain were you going to have by storming Congress? You know what I'd like to see? I would like to see them storm the White House and see how far. It would look like a Grand Theft Auto deal. You know what I mean? The Secret Service be out there with all their M16s and Gatling guns.
people. It's so people gonna die.
Yeah,
You
you're
know?
going to if you cross over that fence. You
'Cause
know,
they already dead.
they're already done. They've already got you in your sights. You know, and that's the thing.
Jesus,
It's like,
man.
what was the point of you doing that? What's the point of you risking your life going to? And it's not like you're going to say, hey, I'm sticking up for the people. Yeah, that might be true and honorable, but what is that going to do when you're going to jail?
Yeah.
When the
A
judge goes,
lot of good that did you.
yeah, when you're explaining to the homies in the pen of why you went to jail.
That's right.
You know what I mean? It's,
Yeah, exactly.
it's like, you don't grasp the entirety of the situation to where, you're having to now you're gonna have to get a lawyer to hopefully defend you, right?
Yeah, but you're on camera smiling and
Right.
waving.
So what is that gonna do? I mean, you just
my client is guilty
on
of
what
being
charge, sir?
patriotic.
Then why do you have Pelosi's podium with you?
I've always wanted to be like her, and I figured, hey, why not?
Well, get old and wear a dress. There you go.
Oh Jesus!
And
Here
hate
we
Trump.
are.
And
Here
hate
we
Trump.
are.
And that's the thing. I don't see where what purpose was that for? That's my whole thing.
I'll tell you what it was for. I said it the other night when we were talking to Belly, and I still think this is true. It was to make Trump look bad. I don't think they were pro-Trump people at all that broke in. I think maybe a couple of them were because they're retarded or whatever. But I think it was the other side trying to make them look bad.
Well, that's a lot of TMZ was reporting about one story, the same thing about how there was a lady with a megaphone that was sort of like kind of felt like had insider information, on about
really? What do you mean?
about the building.
About
they were
like the setup of the
she was telling the people that, hey, look, if you can't get in there, you have to go downstairs to get to this other room or whatever it is.
I want to know. Okay, Mr. Conspirist, I want to know how it is that they even got in.
They use brute force.
Here's my thing. Okay, great. Here's my thing. We knew about it days ahead of time. You and I even did, not even thinking about it.
What, about the
because we were
Congress
reporting
thing?
on that Proud Boys thing.
The Congress thing?
Yeah.
I didn't know about it till a day before our show.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. We just didn't think about it. I brought it up to you after the fact too, and I was like, "Hey, remember we were just talking about this Proud Boys thing? He said that they were going to do that. They said nobody listened to it.
Oh, so
he got arrested when he got arrested that couple days ahead before the Congress gimmick. He said that they were going to do it. Okay. He told everybody, and that was the thing. And they were reporting all over this Patriot or what was it called? This social media network that got shut down over all of this.
I don't know.
It's a new one, and it's not one I'd ever heard of before. But their claim to fame, their tagline is like "keep speech free" or whatever.
Okay.
So you could basically say whatever the fuck you wanted to on the social network, and so they blamed that for people like inciting this riot, this break-in, because people could go on there and talk whatever they wanted to talk, and here we are. So it got shut down and all this stuff. But people were talking about that they were going to go to the Capitol and there was going to be more than 50 million people or whatever it was. I think it ended up being close to 100 that were there. And you didn't expect that that some of these people were going to get a little rowdy, when it doesn't take, one out of every, let's say 1,000 people are going to be overactive, over patriotic, take things the wrong way, however you want to put it. And you got 100 million people there. So you're going to have a group that's a handful of fucking crazies that are going to do this kind of a thing. And you weren't prepared for it as a Secret Service, as a Capitol, or what do they call Congress?
Well, maybe they
police,
didn't take that.
It was.
Maybe they didn't take the threat seriously.
They obviously didn't. Is my
maybe
point.
They didn't.
But maybe they kind of wanted it to happen too.
And
to solidify, get fucking Trump out of here.
And that may be true because, like I said before, there's a lot of things that the government does that are in plain sight, right?
Right. And to me this seems like something that should have been so easy to have looked at and been like, look, we got to prepare a little bit at least for this. And they didn't at all. They just popped off a few shots, killed a few people, and said, look at what Republicans do. And it's not true. Look at what fucking Democrats did over the whole summer.
Well, to be honest with you, I know Belly, if he's listening to this, his ears are going to cringe, right?
Good. But, I hope so. Chime in.
But listen, I don't blame. I don't have any blame on Trump, to be honest with you.
Same.
I don't think Trump is really to blame with this, no matter what he said. Okay, on the thing. The problem is the people who took it to a different degree. To this level. That's the problem. The problem isn't about Trump and what he says. Okay, if he wants to act like a buffoon on camera and whatever the case may be, then
Yeah, let
do
him
your thing.
destroy himself.
Do your thing, right?
Yeah, let him destroy himself.
You know,
That's
but
fine.
but the thing is that when people sit there and go, "Hey, look, Trump or whoever it is, Trump, Biden,
Whoever.
Jack in the Box, whatever."
Yeah, Todd.
If they say, "Hey, look, Johnny President over there said we have to go storm Amazon," right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, well, we'll go.
All right.
You got
I'm
some
getting
people
right
are going
on that there,
like,
boss.
all right, well, what do you mean by storm? What? And then you got some people like, yeah, let's go do it, yeah. And then I'll be like, yeah, go, Johnny President, we're gonna do whatever he says, and if he says we're gonna jump, then we're gonna jump, and then if we said jump off the bridge, we're gonna jump off the bridge. Well, sir, isn't that a little dramatic? I mean, won't you gonna ask? No, he said jump off the bridge. That's what we're gonna do.
I heard it.
And that's the problem is that the people who are involved with this, they're so dead on with whatever Trump says and whatever this person says that they can't think on their own. They can't just sit there and go.
I mean, that's the argument for religion too, isn't it?
Well, I mean, it's an argument for anybody.
Well, I mean, it's the argument for these things that people kind of need in their life, even though they don't, or even like they just can't think for themselves. They don't want to. You know what I mean? Or I guess in the sense of religion, like the fade to blackness or whatever scares people. There's got to be something else because I don't want
right.
If I just die, then what's the point?
I mean, don't get me
People get
wrong.
scared.
I don't mind sticking up for what you believe in. Right. I don't mind you protesting. I don't mind you, doing
Peacefully.
Yeah, peacefully. I don't mind you doing all this stuff. If you want to, when I saw the shot of I can't think of the lake that's there that they talk about. What is it? I can't think of what it's called, but it's they have a name for it, right? It's right there where it lines up with that whole walkway from where Lincoln Memorial is all the way up to Congress, right? It's a whole thing they call it. I can't think of what it's called right now, but I've been there. It's a very nice place, right? But when they showed the long shot from Congress building to the back,
reflecting pond you're talking
the reflecting
about
pool, yeah. That whole area right there from where Congress was all the way back to the Lincoln Memorial, right? Which is that huge memorial for Abraham Lincoln, right?
Right.
All that looked just like the 70s Forrest Gump type of
everybody
group
there, peaceful.
And I'm sitting there going, wow. Are they talking about the 70s? Are they talking about,
is that
what
a picture from now? Yeah.
Right. I mean, what's going on? Then I hear about, they're storming the White House. Or they're storming the Congress building. I'm like, what? Like, who cares who's in the Congress building? But who is dumb enough to go do that?
We found out last week, didn't we?
Yeah, about over 80-some people got arrest warrants for them.
It's crazy, dude.
And then like I said, you're not just going to jail for a misdemeanor or something like that. You're going to jail for federal crimes.
Good luck, brother.
Like I'm on TMZ now, and I'm looking at this guy, right? One of the stories they have on there about talking about this, and he says John Schaefer, the founder of a heavy metal group, Iced Earth, is now in federal custody. As it turns out, he was one of the more hardcore rioters who raided the Capitol.
Really?
The feds say Schaefer turned himself in on Sunday in Indiana, where he faces 6 charges in connection to the Capitol. I'm going to put it on the live feed. Where he says Sunday, in connection to the Capitol insurrection, including engaging in an act of physical violence in a Capitol building, violent entry, and disorderly conduct in the Capitol building, among others.
Wow.
So I mean, obviously you know this guy,
bro.
right?
That's a pretty popular band. Like,
is it really?
Like, yeah, people know them. Yeah. That's interesting. Interesting that he'd be involved in something like that.
Yeah, I mean I've never heard of the guy or the group.
No, that doesn't surprise me. In
Well,
the same way that movies that I don't know shouldn't surprise
well,
me.
I mean my music, palette does, stretch very different, genres. But
I don't know. You don't. If I'm gonna be frank, and I'm going to,
okay.
you don't take me as somebody that's really into music.
Yeah, I mean, I like listening to music. I mean, I like listening to different variations of music. I mean, my music ranged from like I said, Josh Groban to musical, scores to movie
Puff the
scores.
Magic Dragon.
So Puff the Magic Dragon. Let's see, rap, hip hop.
That's Double Dizzle's favorite song.
Oh, is it? Really? He seemed like
Puff,
that.
Puff
You know
the
what I
Magic
mean?
Dragon, yeah.
He's doing the Puff the Magic Dragon now.
Oh yeah, we definitely are. But that's like legit. That's not even a joke. He loves that song. Like loves that song. Like for real loves
really?
that song.
Puff the Magic Dragon.
There you go.
Live
Get
by
down,
the
son.
sea. The FBI says
We're doing karaoke today on
I
the
know.
Social Reload show.
Schaefer was allegedly among the riders. Okay, who sprayed Capitol Police with bear spray.
Woo! That shit hurts. That knocks
Yes,
the
it
wind out of you.
does. And I have a story for that as well. You might have seen some of the of
Mr.
that.
T got knocked out with some bear spray one time.
Mr. T. I
Yeah.
paid the fool, Mr. T.
Yeah.
Wow.
You
Let's
got
see
knocked out.
Oh, okay. So here's the video right here. The video that they call him the hashtag bear spray man, right? And if you're watching the live feed here, this guy is spraying the police with bear spray. Like he's actually got the can out.
Wow.
And he's
Yeah, I
spraying.
see it. I see it. Yeah.
And it's like 3 different shots of him doing this. That's
That
what I'm
shit-
talking
that
about.
Shit is no joke. That is right in somebody's face.
Well, not only
bro.
that, but you've got 3 different cameras, and that's assault on an officer with a deadly weapon.
I don't know if it's deadly.
I mean, if that bear spray gets in your eyes, that could cause issues. It could cause that's anything that you point or shoot at an officer. That's assault on an officer,
Oh, for sure.
and
I mean,
that's
it's assault on
a
anybody. You could spit on somebody, and that's assault.
that's a federal police officer right there. That's a different type of deal.
People. Well, this is a different type of person. If you're
Yeah.
that stupid, like, come on, man.
So in the chaos in D.C., and he was named one of the many wanted individuals on the FBI's list. The guy didn't exactly try to hiding his presence either, even leading up to the January 6th storming. He'd been in and out and around different protests, voicing his support for Trump as part of the hashtag Stop the Steal crowd. I don't know what that is.
The election steal.
Oh, really?
Everybody's convinced that the election was stolen.
As for Iced Earth, they put out a statement a couple weeks ago, but didn't mention John by name. And what they did say was, we absolutely do not condone nor do we support riots or acts of violence that the rioters were involved in on January 6th at the Capitol. We hope that all those involved that day are brought to justice to be investigated and answer for their actions. So basically, is this guy like a lead singer?
I'm not sure what role he plays in the band, to be quite honest.
Okay. So, because they didn't say if he was a lead singer or not.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
He looks like almost like either a drummer or maybe a bass guitarist.
Oh yeah, do we have a certain look about us?
Well, no. I'm just saying, just out of the bands that I've seen, the guys who are like, singing are not really like with a whole full beard and stuff like that. They're more of like kind of clean shaven.
I don't know. So like Lamb of God, all of them have gigantic beards. Same with ZZ Top. So
I mean, yeah, they've been out for decades too. So
well, yeah.
I mean, their bass.
But Lamb of God. I mean, Lamb of God's still a current band.
Their instruments are playing them. That's
You
how old
think?
they are.
Jesus.
Yeah. So the guy from Iced Earth, whatever role he plays on Iced Earth, he and they've got his mugshot like yelling and pointing his finger.
He's a Republican, hardcore Republican.
I guess. I mean, it's
Who'd have thunk it? But I mean, at the same time, you don't like you said before with Belly and stuff. Last time we were all bullshitting that. You don't know what strings are being pulled in the background either. And for me, like what I just said, it was way too easy. Like you had to know that they were breaking in.
yeah.
It wasn't just like Kool-Aid Man and all of a sudden they were through the wall.
Right.
Like hey, here I am. There was a process. There was beating. There was time it took to get in. To tell me that they were able to overpower your police strength for some of our elected officials and stuff like that is just crazy to me. It definitely doesn't bode well for confidence in what we would expect to be our most badass like police force.
Right. I mean, they could be if they wanted to, but then the problem is, I think with all these cameras and all these people with cell phones and stuff like that, and things getting misconstrued by the media.
You can't break into the fucking Capitol building. Stop them from breaking into the Capitol building. You shot 4 fucking people in the process.
Yeah.
Instead.
I mean, listen, that's their job. That is their job.
What I'm saying, go get some rubber bullets and stop them from before they even get in the building to where you're gonna have to use lethal force.
Start getting.
So here's my point. I feel like it was on purpose.
Oh, I'm sure it was.
Because of these random strings that get pulled in the background that we're not allowed to know about.
It's like what's the movie with Thomas Jane? It's a Stephen King book.
You love Thomas Jane. I feel like you bring up Thomas Jane a lot.
I just sort of these little sort of deals are sort of hit as we're talking.
Double Dizzle.
And I can't think of.
What do you think? Does he love Thomas Jane or what?
No, I don't.
I know you don't know who Thomas Jane is. That doesn't matter. He brings him up.
He plays the Punisher.
He plays the Punisher.
I've only brought him up twice as we've been doing this show. Actually,
I will pull. I'm gonna create a collage of you talking about Thomas Jane.
Go ahead. There's only twice that I mentioned him on this show.
Let's put money on this.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Well, okay. It doesn't have to be money. Let's make it something friendly.
I'll put $10. How about that?
$10?
$10.
You've said it more than twice on this show.
No. Not on this particular show. I'm talking about shows previous.
You're talking about the whole season.
This is the first time that I've talked about Thomas Jane.
You are full of shit, bro, and I can't wait to.
Not at this particular moment in this hour and 40 minutes we've been talking, but I'm talking about
in the whole season.
In general,
we brought him up before.
I've never brought him up except for now.
You lie like a rug, bro.
Whatever, dude.
You just don't remember, but it's happened. We've talked about it before. I brought up that he was in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Never seen that one.
It's a great movie.
I'm sure it is.
I told you that the last time. It's a great movie.
I don't even know where I was going with that with the Thomas Jane deal. I got sidetracked with that one.
Well, that was my fault, and you're welcome because you love Thomas Jane.
I don't love Thomas. I'm not in love with the guy. I mean, it's. The guy's a good actor. I've seen him in a couple of movies, and he's just one of those. Oh, I know what I was going with. There's a movie.
All around good guys.
Well, no, there's a movie. It's a Stephen King book, and basically he's an artist for like the movie company, right? And
we're talking about Thomas Jane right now,
right? And so what happens is that this it's like a small town in like Maine or something like that, right? And what happens that there's this government facility that's testing out some sort of like dimensional thing, right? So what they do is something happens. The Mist, that's what's called, The Mist.
Oh, I saw the end of that.
Okay, that's horrible.
I didn't. So it was weird. I was doing like a tattoo on somebody, and they happened to be watching it, and I caught the end of it.
The ending
because I was doing a tattoo.
The ending is horrible. Like
oh, the movie's bad.
No, the movie's good.
I heard it was bad actually though.
When
people didn't like it, right?
Really?
It didn't critique well. I don't think.
But when you see the end of it, where now he has to shoot his kid.
Oh yeah, ooh, gross. Yeah,
because basically what happens in the end.
I forgot about that.
Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. But basically,
it's ages old though.
Yeah, the car runs out of gas, right? Because they're trying to drive away from the grocery store, and as it happens, they only have like 3 or 4 bullets, and there's really nowhere to go. You know what I mean? So then what they do is they sit there, and Thomas Jane, kills the 3 other adults. You know what I mean? By suicide, and then he was going to save the last bullet for him, but he also had to kill his son too. You know what I mean?
Right.
But then on the flip side of it, as he killed his son, he gets out of his car and starts yelling, "Hey, come get me, right? Come attack me." And then the military drives by. And a convoy.
Right.
Seconds after he did it.
Wow.
And he
saved him.
Yeah. So if he had just waited like literally about a minute or so, the military, they would have jumped on there and they'd have been done. They'd have been safe.
Damn, man.
That's the end. That's what sucks
gross.
About it.
That's gross.
So anyway, in the movie, they have this. I'm trying to think of her name, and I can't think of her name, but she also played in another movie, which I won't get into because you'll probably, squash it too.
I'll squash it.
Yeah. So she plays this like really hype Christian person, right? and then she starts getting people involved with what she believes in, like this is a sign from God, and we're all gonna die, and we need a sacrifice. And this, like, really kind of getting in people's heads because things are changing in their world. You know what I mean? Like you have these aliens that are like attacking people that are like 50 feet tall out of the mist. You know what I mean? So you don't really understand it clear what's going on. But my point is that when people do this type of thing, right, regards to this the movie The Mist, but also regards to like presidential people or politicians people, right, it's the same principle, right? They're speaking basically in their own language, pretty much. And the people who are listening to this either are miscuing that or they're not understanding it and they're taking it the wrong way. Case in point, the Congress building, right? If Trump hadn't said, I guess, what he said, if that's a case, right? Then you probably
I don't buy it as a factor at all.
I don't
because,
either,
like
but that's what people have been saying. And
I know, but like I said, he said let's peaceful and patriotic.
Right.
Verbatim what he put in front of march to the Capitol.
right. Well, and that's what I'm saying. It's on the people then. It's on the people who are involved to take that to a literal stance and go, hey, sorry about my freedom.
That was the thing. No matter what Trump said, they were going there to do that on purpose.
Because they were just followers.
Because they just wanted to, or
They're
they
workers.
thought that they were going to get somewhere, or they were fucking retarded, like the dude that grabbed the lectern. You know, like
It's get over yourself with that. I mean, it's really. I mean, it's like, you know, we're all adults here. Yeah, we kind of work. We're as humans, we work on emotion, right?
sure,
But the thing is that we're all humans, right?
yeah,
We all know what we're doing. Okay, you know that if you, even though it might sound like a good idea, right? But you know that if you storm any type of those government offices like that, regardless if the president or whoever said nothing or anything, right?
right,
If you storm them, you know whether if you live or you die, you're still going to get put in jail.
yeah, it's going to be a problem.
Right,
There's going to be
so-
a thing.
If you like living like most of us do without going to jail and facing federal charges, going to federal prison, right? Then for me, I would be like, you know what? That's cool. You guys go do your thing. You know, I'm hypothetically, I'm supporting what you guys believe in, but in all reality, I'm not going to go get arrested for it.
Right.
You
Well, just like when they all wanted to go raid Area 51. Remember that when the
That
COVID
would have been
started?
funny. That would have been
Oh
hilarious.
my God! Would it? I mean, some people went.
I would have went just to watch the people get shot. To be honest with you, because listen, that place right there, that's no joke. Even though I would love to go in there and see what's inside there, right?
Right. Right.
Those guys aren't playing around.
Yeah. No, they can't.
You know, if you go in there and you get about 4 miles from the gate, they know you're coming. You know,
Yeah.
and
Well, but that's my point too about this whole Capitol building thing.
right.
And you knew they were coming. There was
Yeah.
always going to be the march on the Capitol building. That was supposed to be peaceful and blah blah blah. But you're always going to have the weird bad apple that's going to be like, yeah, fuck these guys. Let's break in.
Let's break in. Let's do some damage.
I guess let's go burn the place down.
Yeah.
Fuck 'em. I don't
Hoorah.
know, but apparently that's true. So
We
why
support
not?
Trump. This is what America believes in.
Ah,
Bah. It's like, listen, this is not what
America.
America believes in, okay? Regardless of who's in the Congress building alone, whether you like them or not, those guys still have a job to do. For one, the police and the security around that place. And for two, if you're that much of an idiot to go do that, even having said all that, right?
right, right.
Then you probably deserve to either go to prison or get shot.
I mean, kind of.
Well, think about it.
I mean, you're not. Yeah, you're preaching to the choir right now. I
if-
don't disagree with you at all.
If you're sitting there going, hey, look, I'm going to go storm the Capitol building. Oh, it sounds like a great idea. But what happens if you get arrested?
It sounds like a high idea.
I'm
Is
sure.
what it sounds like. It sounds like people got high. And were
Oh,
like,
I'm sure they were. They're probably meeting in the
let's
background
storm
going,
the Capitol.
let's just,
Yeah.
and like I said, you got those people like, oh, yeah, we'll do whatever it takes. Let's do whatever, Here, carry this gun while you storm the Capitol. Okay, cool.
That sounds like a genius idea.
Yeah. Do you even know what you're doing? No, but we're just storming the Capitol building.
We're doing it anyway.
Yeah. Do you know why you're doing it? No.
You know what's going to happen once you get in there? No.
No. It's like
Do
worker
you,
bees.
do you have a plan once you get in there?
Yeah.
No.
it's like little drone bees, have the hive, a honeybee hive, right?
Yeah, right.
Where you've got the workers that kind of work things, kind of mesh things to make it work for the queen, you know what I mean? Because that's like their deal, you know what I mean? And then you've got those guys, those like warrior, soldier, drone bees that are like, I don't care what's going on. I don't care if it's going to kill me or not. I'm still going to sting you. And that's pretty much how these people acted like. They're like, hey, I don't care if we go to jail. I don't care if we get charged. I don't care if we get on camera. I'm still going to do it anyways.
I'm going to do it anyway.
And that's where...
Fuck.
What?
I fucked up.
Oh, what happened?
A stupid game.
You're more worried about the game than the show.
I fucked up. I'm not more worried about the game than the show, but in that moment, I fucked up enough where I said, fuck out loud, and I had to explain myself.
I see where you're at in the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, the game is more entertaining than my blabbering talk.
You ain't telling me something I don't know.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. All the work I put into the show, and all of a sudden I get this, sorry, but you like Kid Pack Sand.
Go pound sand.
Yeah, I don't care about, what you're talking about. Who cares? Talk about what I want to talk about.
We're talking about Tom Jane again, right?
No, Thomas Jane, but not Tom Jane.
I mean, I figured that was probably be a safe one to go to.
So I wonder.
We're usually talking about Thomas Jane.
I wonder what's next though. Like, what is the next big? I mean, is Biden the next big deal? Like I know they've sort of set up security, like high security perimeters, for Washington. Like most of Washington D.C. is all locked down.
Okay, I mean,
like they have fences put up. They have like literally like it's like stage 3 lockdown over there.
What are you asking me? Are you asking me, do I think that Biden's going to be the next big
the big like this is just a to me, I feel like, and I don't know anything about all this stuff, but to me, on the surface, I think the Congress, and I may be wrong, but the Congress deal is the wake before the storm. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because they're not even letting Trump sort of pass the torch to Biden on the inauguration.
Right. Well, but that's because Trump. I mean, Trump is a bully.
Well,
Trump,
again, that's what we see on camera. You don't see it. You don't see him personally.
I think he just is. I mean, look at how many feathers he's ruffled. Like to the point where like Republicans, people in his own party, can't stand behind him, are apologizing publicly for having ever worked with him.
But look at the pressure they're facing too.
I get that too.
If they sit there and go,
I get that too. But I mean, all I'm saying is that there's a reason for this.
Well, I'm sure there is.
For your own peers to feel this kind of a way about you. You know what I mean? Like you've done something.
And that's the thing that people can't understand, and that's why people think that, I guess, conspiracy theories.
And that's what this whole impeachment business is about anyway, is so that he can't run again, because they literally want to stain his name to the point where like he can't run again.
But think about it this way:
no chance. Fuck you.
You're a billionaire. Okay, you've succeeded far more than probably. You're in the top with like Bill Gates and
like
the guy
him or not, I feel like he got a bad deal.
Well, like him or not, think of where he's at. He was a in my eyes, he was a non-politician person. Okay, he was a person that was a businessman that started from the ground up, right?
So,
and now he became the highest place in our history, which is the president.
So, but hold on. We got to put the brakes on for a second there, because I thought, like you, the same thing. But come to find out, while I was doing my little bit of research here and there and whatever, they've been talking to him about getting into politics since like the 80s.
Well,
like there's clips of that. Like they've been trying to push him into politics.
Right.
They being the collective they that we always talk about.
The mob, the
government, the mob, whatever. So they've been trying to get him. They've been pushing him to get into politics and start walking towards that presidential area or whatever since the goddamn 80s. And to me, that blew my mind a little bit. So that means he has been shaped in a way or been groomed in a way towards this politics thing.
But you haven't seen him
in a way that you didn't even know, because you just assume he's just some businessman.
Right, but you haven't seen him like what is it, Clinton or Obama. You know, those type of politicians who
Obama I had never seen until
well, I know, but these guys have some sort of political deals before even going to president, like they were part of
Right.
Congress,
Okay, yeah,
representative
right,
state,
right.
something
Yes, I
like that.
agree. Yes.
But from my understanding or my knowledge, which is not very much, Trump, you know, doesn't seem like a political person. So therefore, you get a person, and well, for more of that, you get people like the mob that are not used to a person who is not political and speaks their mind no matter what's it about, okay? They have an open forum, and they use that open forum to speak their mind. If that's what they're doing, you know what I'm saying? Then we get our tails ruffled up because we're not used to that. We're not used to a person saying what's on their mind as a president like him. We're used to saying,
yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah,
we're not saying, oh, well, you know, this guy, this, and this and that. We're going to do this and that. You know, I be honest with you, I'm not, like I said, I don't vote for any of them because I'm not, you know, and the politics and the stuff like that. But in my mind, Obama was sort of like that forefront person to lay down sort of like a baseline of what's going on. You know what I mean? Because even with him, kind of ruffled up some feathers about, well, he's not a true American. You know what I mean? He's not this. Well, let's just take it back to where Arnold Schwarzenegger wanted to be president, right? But they wouldn't let him be president because of the fact that, you know, he's not a born citizen. So my point is that leading up to Trump,
was pretty shady with Obama too, though. By the way,
well, yeah, but leading up to Trump, right now we've got a person who is non-political who speaks their mind, according to what I've seen. Right, I don't know him personally, but he speaks his mind. Okay, and people can't take that. People can't say, hey, you know what? Maybe that's his opinion, no matter what it is. Okay, so I mean, you should respect my opinion. So why should I respect this guy's? You know,
sure.
But then you get into like, who knows with Biden? Who knows what's going to happen? You know what I mean? So there's sort of a significant play and a strategic strategy. If you look back in your history, and again, people may think that I'm nuts, but people may call me a conspiracy theorist. But look back at your history. Look at the signs that are coming up. Okay, look at all the things that have been happening from, like, literally since we've been born, right, all the way up to now. Okay, and it's little small details that people aren't picking up. You know what I mean? Like Nixon with the Watergate, right? That was obviously an inside job, right? So he had to retire. He had to denounce his presidential throne.
Right.
So therefore, you're leading all the way up to here, to this point, and people aren't wanting to believe it. And that's the problem. The mob does not want to believe that the government is not on your side, no matter what.
I don't know that it's a problem of that. It's that we don't know. There's too much ambiguity. Like another one. But there's too much of that. Like there's too much. I don't know what to believe because there's too much. Like, well, that could be true. Oh, but that also sounds plausible. Like that could be true. Like there's too much confusion. There's too much ambiguity.
I mean, and well, see, and that's the thing. It's so hard to because the sword is so cutthroat, right? Because some people, they're like, oh my God, you know, Trump is the biggest asshole in the world. And then you got other people like, oh my God, Trump is the greatest thing in the world. Then you've got people in the middle. Then you got people like me that just don't care, but talk about it because
that's what's on them.
Well, no, because I'm opinionated about it. I don't mind talking about it, but I don't want people to get upset about talking about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I feel that.
You shouldn't get upset. Okay, listen, if you had an opinion about Trump and I didn't agree with it, then I'm like, all right, cool. We can talk about it. We can discuss it. But that's cool. You know, I'm not gonna bash you for it. I'm not gonna say that you're wrong for it. You know, but other people, they look at you like that. They're like, man, I don't want to talk about that. That's, it just got my ruffles so far in a bunch that I can't even think straight. You know, it's
I
like
can't even do it.
it's like, dude, why are you like that? Why does that make you so hot-headed? I don't understand that. Why does one person do that?
No,
You know?
I agree. Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
And again, this just popped in my head. I know it's going to sound like a Thomas Jane deal, but it's not. But like in The Punisher, right? He goes off and he goes, hey, listen, my family was killed like 6 months ago. Because the guy's like, you know, are you mad or whatever? He goes, I used to get mad at, you know, my car stopping. I used to get mad at, you know, when the Rays would lose the game. You know what I mean? But
Sure.
why would I get mad over something that I have no control over?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, that's
It's
I
like,
feel that way too about even this COVID. Like,
yeah.
you know, people want to. Oh, I'm worried about getting it, or I'm worried about whatever. And
Well,
I'm like,
if you're gonna
is
get
that
it,
gonna
you're gonna
stop
get it.
Yeah, is
Right.
that going to stop it? Because I don't think so.
You know, that's you're gonna
If
get
you're
it. You're gonna
you're
get it.
gonna get it, and just be responsible.
And that's
about
it.
Like,
No
know?
questions about it. I mean, it's, you know, I face that deal every day. You know, everybody does when they go to work. Let's do this. Let's take a break real quick. I know we're running a little bit late, but we've got that one big story that I think is
ooh, yes, I
pretty
wanna
good.
Talk about this, yes.
It's about a bodybuilder, and
he gets married.
he gets married, but he gets married to a certain degree, and that's what's questionable, and or sort of psychological too. So, anyways, we'll get to that next on the Social Reload Show. Thank you for joining us. 3 viewers. Be back in a minute. Don't go away.
I like drinking Irish tea with a little bit of lapsang souchong. I like making my own tea. My, it's a beautiful world. I like driving in my car. I roll the top down, sometimes I travel quite far. Drive to the ocean and stare up at the stars. I like driving in my car. All around is anger, automatic guns. It's death in large numbers, no respect for women or our little ones. I tried talking to Jesus, but he just put me on hold. Said he'd been swamped by calls this week and he could not shake his cold.
Bulls Radio Lounge, the hottest thing on the internet. Social Reload.
9 p.m. Social Reload Show on Sunday night. But don't forget Tuesday, 8 p.m.
Bartender Show.
If you want to call in the show, that's the number. 813-419-3602 is the number. Don't forget to hit that subscription button, smash it, hit that notification bell, smash that as well for new shows. Bulls Thoughts, anytime, any place, only on Bulls Radio Lounge.
Social Reload.
9 p.m. Social Reload Show on Sunday night. But don't forget Tuesday, 8 p.m. If you want to call in the show, that's the number. 813-419-3602 is the number. Don't forget to hit that subscription button, smash it. Hit that notification bell, smash that as well for new shows. Bull's Thoughts, anytime, any place. Only on Bulls Radio Lounge.
We coming at you. Careful making wishes in the dark, can't be so when it hit that mark. And besides, in the meantime, I'm just dreaming of tearing you apart. I'm in the deep details with the devil. No, the world can never get me on my level. I just gotta get you out the cage. I'm a young
Bulls Radio Lounge, YouTube.com. Just search up Bulls Radio Lounge. You go to Facebook and search Bulls Space Radio Lounge as well. Go ahead and give a subscription or a subscribe, a like. Hit that notification button if you want to listen to more shows that come on. We're getting hundreds of different people listening to the show worldwide. We're trying to get our subscribes up. We're about 136 at the moment. But if you go to YouTube.com, just search Bulls Radio Lounge, and you'll find us right there. Don't forget about Bull and the Bartender Show on Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock with Mark the Bartender and Jazz. Hopefully we'll have Jazz back next Tuesday to join the crew. Don't forget about Bull's Thoughts, which I know I've done one show, but I got to do more. That way we can do anytime, anywhere this could happen. I can just pull out my phone and just jump on live and just start filming. So stay tuned to that. And then coming up soon will be Gut Check Live with Belly. Once Belly gets his head back on straight, he'll be back on here live doing his show from his casa, his house. And then this show on every Sunday night at 9 o'clock, the Social Reload Show comes in and does their deal with Matt the Savior and Bull. All three shows are phenomenal, and you should check them out. And like I said, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification button, where you get all the shows at one time. This song kind of has relevance to what's going on here in Tampa. We've had Lightning win the Stanley Cup champions, or be the Stanley Cup champions. We have now the Bucks won tonight against the Saints.
Did.
They pulled it up too. They pulled the nose up on that one. It was like 10-0, I think, at the beginning, and then you had it went up to 30-20.
Yeah.
So great job on the Bucks. Hopefully they'll be able to. It'd be very ironic or actually very pleasing to the eye, if the Bucks went to the Super Bowl here in Tampa Bay.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That would be awesome. That would be phenomenal.
It's the dream.
Yeah, I got to get Big Nasty on the phone because I'm good friends with Big Nasty. You know who Big Nasty is, right?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's the guy that
I did a porn with him, right?
Did you? I don't know about that. But, wow, that's sort of left fieldish. So yeah, Big Nasty is the Bucks super fan, right? And he's out there in the game with a big horn on him, face painted, and you probably seen him on the news.
Sounds like somebody I did a porn with, yeah.
Well, he does a lot of stuff for kids, so I don't know if you want to say that on the air. He does a lot of stuff for the community, a lot of stuff for the kids. He's just recently got in the NFL Hall of Fame for being like one of the biggest super fans. So a really good guy. I've known him for a number of years, but he does a lot for the community. So he'd probably be happy too to see the Bucks go to the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't know if are you a sports guy? Are you Johnny
Am
Sports?
I mean, no.
No.
Officially, I'm not.
He's like, well, no.
Because I like to pretend sometimes, but no. Ultimately, no. The answer is no.
You like to pretend as well.
You know,
That's
sometimes
great.
when advantageous, it's fun. You know, but no, officially no.
Dizzo comes in at the one ITP.
The one ITP. What is this?
Are you going off
Tapped, taped.
Taped.
Oh, the
there
one
goes.
you taped. Oh, Jesus. I've since taken it off the internet. Don't go looking.
There was a guy. I can't remember the guy's name, but Mark the bartender has a friend that he used to come in on the show every like once a month or so, and bring some nice shots too, like some really nice shots, to the show, and some new stuff. Like he has a backpack that doesn't even smell.
Oh, nice.
Like when you put all the extra shots in there and all the extra vapes in there, right? And you close it up, even a canine couldn't even smell it.
You think?
No, that's what it's proven.
Oh, it's proven.
Yeah, it's proven. I'm like, no way. He's like, yeah. I'm like, that's dope right there.
Yes, I mean, yeah. But pun intended.
Yeah. All right, so one of the main stories that we had today was that there was a guy from Kyrgyzstan or whatever he's from, right? Something with a K name.
Kyrgyzstan.
Yeah. Bodybuilder marries a particular, not really a person.
You're putting this up on the screen, I hope, yeah?
I'm about to right now.
Yeah, because this guy, because it's pretty funny.
Yeah, so this guy,
and maybe that's insensitive. I don't know, but I don't care.
No, it is funny. It's funny as hell.
It's funny as hell, right?
And
I'm not crazy.
The guy's a moron.
It's crazy.
The steroids got to his head, I think.
Something.
But he marries
What's
a
going
sex
on there,
doll after a whirlwind romance.
A whirlwind romance,
Yeah.
they say.
I don't know. See, the audio's not working, which drives me nuts. I'm going to have to fix that. So I'm playing the video now. And basically you can see it's a sex doll, right? That's just, and he's just posing it. So he got engaged in 2019 after he popped the question to the sex doll. And they met at a nightclub. Mind you that.
Oh, good God.
Yeah. So.
They met at a nightclub?
That's what it says, yeah.
How does that even make sense?
So he dated a sex doll for 8 months before proposing a year ago. It said Claude in a black tux and a bow tie. Yuri is seen planning a gentle kiss on Margot, who appears to be a bit stiff in her revealing white gown as she clutches a bouquet of flowers and stares into the distance.
How does he know if she said yes?
You
know what I mean?
He's one of those guys who can talk like with a doll,
Oh my God.
Yes, I'll do it. Sure.
She said yes.
Big bodybuilder guy,
She said yes.
The couple also shared a romantic first dance in front of dozens of guests who attended the traditional ceremony, which was shared on Instagram.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's happened to be continued. The actor and bodybuilder wrote after slipping a ring onto his bride's finger.
Is this all for the memes, bro?
I don't know. The unconventional couple got married in December 2019, which the bald, blue-eyed hunk who described himself as a sexy manic popped the question. Images shared on social media.
You think they fight?
I'm sure. Illustrate how would you go about that?
That's what I'm saying.
If you slapped her, she wouldn't make a noise or nothing.
Do they have makeup sex?
Sure. I mean, look at this thing. This guy is in the tub with the sex doll.
Come on, bro. What is happening?
No, I'm telling you. It's like, my God, I tell you to cook that dinner. Why aren't you cooking dinner, bitch? Cook me dinner. in a post of them
Wow.
working out together.
They're working out
Yeah.
together.
Couples need to talk less and connect more. This is his quote.
Oh my God, he's showing her titties off.
No, he's not, but yeah, he is.
No, he's not. But yeah, he is. I see a nip.
Do you really? I didn't see one. No, he got his hand covered.
Okay.
Yeah,
maybe
he
it's
has
a
got his
thumb
hand
I see
covered.
then.
Couples need to talk less and connect more. With time and experience, Margot and I realized that it takes more than words to have a conversation. He added, your partner sure deserves the best, but they have to do their part. So what part is she doing?
That's
Besides
what
just
I was about to say.
standing there taking it up every orifice.
Bro.
I mean, come
Bro.
on, think about it. What the hell are you going to do with a sex doll?
Oh my God.
I mean,
You know what? So
She
is he gonna
can't-
divorce?
listen.
Is he gonna divorce her and then like upgrade to one of those like fully robotic ones they got in Japan?
oh, I'm sure he already has.
Oh,
He already
jeez.
upgraded to the newer model.
Is that what? Maybe that's what they fight about.
Yeah. The wedding was
He's like, I knew it. I should just go get.
I should have got the Disney
should've
World's
got the-
Mark IV.
I should have spent the $50,000 on the better one.
Do you think Disney would build him one of those if he paid him enough money?
I think that. Yeah. I think that. Yeah. For money, people will do damn near.
So the star, he told the star that the wedding was delayed again after he was attacked during the transgender rally in Kazoka City on October 31st, when he suffered a concussion and a broken nose after dressing as a woman for the event. How do you do that? If you're that big of a bodybuilder, how do you dress like a woman?
Wow.
I don't know how Tolusha, whatever.
We are very insensitive on this show.
Big T, who identifies as what is a pansexual? I don't even know what a pansexual is.
Pansexual?
Yeah.
I guess that doesn't that mean that you can just have sex with whatever?
So you could have a sex with a tree?
Well, that's a dendrophiliac.
A rock?
I don't know. Yeah, like I don't know what.
I mean, what does the realm of a pansexual go? Like,
I
what is
don't
the
know.
boundaries?
I don't know. I think it's something. Maybe we could look it up.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I mean, I guess you could.
Like, what's going on? I don't know.
Our story this is his quote to the Daily Star. Our story turns me on much more than sex itself. Okay. He also added that he enjoys BDSM, bondage and discipline, domination and submission, sadism and masochism.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Pansexual, not limited in sexual choice with regard to biological sex, gender, or gender identity.
So what
really, you just have sex with guys and girls.
Oh, okay. So it's not just anything.
Or I guess if they identify as a toaster, you would also.
That'd be a
okay with
shocking
having sex with
experience,
a
wouldn't it?
toaster.
No, maybe.
Do what?
I said
didn't hear you.
that'd be a shocking experience.
Well, it's still. I mean, it's still a person they
Don't
just
take it in the
identify
shower.
as.
Somebody said don't take it in the shower.
Yeah, don't take her in the shower. Yeah,
And also,
can't share a bathtub.
I know. He goes on to say, I love being tortured. I can endure a lot of pain. I love to dominate too. Almost sounds like you want to do like Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonation while reading this. Margot.
Yeah, he's like, I hear the voice.
I love being tortured. I can endure a lot of pain. I love to dominate too.
Yeah,
This is not California.
this is not California.
Margot is capable of what other people are not capable of according to him.
Yeah, which is
The only
a lot of pain because she doesn't feel pain.
Okay, so here's the requirements of getting married to a sex doll. The only requirements for a wedding to take place in Kyrgyzstan are that both consenting partners have to be male and female over 18 years old with no mention of whether dolls are included.
What?
So
as long as it's not gay, like as long as it's not a dude trying to marry a guy sex doll.
No, you have to be male and female, and you have to be
Right.
over 18, but there's no mention of sex dolls included or excluded in getting married in Kyrgyzstan.
So what if it was like a female frog? and I was the dude wanting to marry this frog. It's a female.
That could possibly work. I mean,
there's no mention or non-mention of frogs, right?
Would that be sort of considered bestiality?
Ooh, good call.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Do they have a bestiality clause or addendum in the?
I'm sure they cut your wanker off. I mean,
they're gonna cut my wanker off for trying to marry a frog.
I mean, if they cut your hand off for stealing bread, I mean, I'm sure they're gonna cut your wanker off right there in public.
All right.
They did it to Mel Gibson and what's the movie that he did?
All right. Well, what about a giraffe then?
Still bestiality.
Damn it.
Even though it comes from Africa, still bestiality.
Is there a clause about bestiality in the document?
No. It
Well,
just
then
says.
I think we're good.
It just says sex dolls are. Well, it has to be consenting.
So as long as like I hold a carrot and it walks to me, we're good, right?
Oh yeah, if it wobbles its head up and down, yeah, sure, it's good.
Yeah, we're doing fine.
Yeah, I mean, it might be a different thing they're telling you.
You turtle? Wait, what was I fucking? Oh, a frog.
Frog.
Frog?
What was I fucking? So how was your How was your night last night? Ribbit.
As you can tell, it enjoyed itself.
I'm sure it did. It just sat there, Ribbit.
Sir, it's broken. Well, yeah, I mean, it's not a very big frog.
You look at the frog and go, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this?
It's squashed. You've squashed it.
So with some frogs that produce
hold on.
Okay.
I'm getting off the frog for a second. They've said, like, what was that show called, Todd? Strange Addictions?
Todd.
Did you ever see that? Strange Addictions?
There's Todd there now?
Todd's been here.
Oh, is that his name, Todd? I thought it was Dizzle.
Well, Double Dizzle, right?
Yeah, okay. I'm like, Todd, who the fuck is Todd?
Oh, my bad. Yeah, Double Dizzle. Anyway, what was I saying?
About you wanting to screw a frog?
Yeah, before that. Or after that.
About a show.
Who?
About a show, a TV show.
TV show? Oh, yeah. Strange Addictions?
Oh, My Strange Addiction?
Yeah. Did you ever watch that?
I've seen it, a couple times, yeah.
So they had an episode there where somebody was dating, or multiple people, I guess, were dating dolls. These sex dolls.
I think I remember seeing that too.
Yeah. So I've seen that. So I guess like it does exist.
Oh, I'm sure it does. I mean, anything that
Very
exists in the adult world, you can find anything on anything. If
Well,
you
well,
could think about it, it's out there.
In like porn form. There's actually what Rule 32 or something like that, or Rule 33. If you can think of it, it's been done. There's porn of it.
Oh, I'm sure there is. Yeah, I mean, think about what they have now. I mean, it's like pretty much like a sex doll. Pretty much. I mean, most of those videos, it's like, they just sort of like fill up all the holes.
Doing inhuman things.
Yeah, and there was speaking of that, there was Caveman would show me things.
Oh God.
That are like, and they're just out of the blue, right? They're like, oh man, okay, well, I've never like a blue waffle. You ever heard of a blue waffle before?
Oh God, yes.
Okay, so you know what that is, right?
That to me. Yeah.
Yeah. So he'd show me shit like that, right? Oh, okay, so he's like, how you watch porn? I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. And he goes, well, there's this one channel
Blah.
that
you
listen,
gotta be shuddering, bro.
No,
shuddering.
Now listen, there's this one channel that this guy, he's like, the adult industry is not what you think. You're over 18, you want to get into it, but it's not what you think. And they're like, they treat these people, these girls, that are like the adult industry does.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like really like giving it to them. You know what I mean? Like really just like, and then after that, they're like, oh man, I didn't know this is all what it's about. I don't even know if I want to do this now. Like they treat them like literally what the adult industry people get treated like. You know what I mean? Like not what you see on camera, but the whole essence of the whole deal, they're treating them like that. You know what I mean? Like they're going hardcore on these people that are like, yeah, I want to do this. I've always been one of the porn industry or whatever, and it's like, so I wouldn't doubt that this guy is like doing anything and everything to this sex doll, and by the time the time he gets done with it, it's nothing gonna be but a pile of mush.
It's just latex
Yeah, I mean,
pieces on the ground.
Do you imagine the cleanup that you have to do after that?
That's what I've always thought about too when thinking about these sex doll things and stuff like that, like the strange addiction and whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, how do you? Is there like removable cavities that you take out in your dishwash or
I don't
something?
know. I mean,
like, what's going on?
That's sort of like, to me, I'd
Is
be
there like a bladder bag or something? Yeah, you just shove a hose up there or whatever.
There's a
flush
valve.
it out. Yeah, like enema it.
It's like, excuse me, 1-800 number. Yeah, sex doll anonymous. Yeah, I got stuck in the backdoor edition of my doll.
Oh God, I can't get out.
I don't know what to do. And they're like, well, sir, that was like the blowout hole. That's where you clean the doll
That's
with.
where, yeah, that's where you're supposed to be cleaning the doll from.
You just stuck your deal in a valve. Oh, yeah. What do I do?
You're supposed to hook a hose to that, sir.
Yeah. It's like, well, what do I do now? my deal's sort of stuck in the back of her deal, you know.
So hold on. Let's get this right for our listeners.
Okay.
Bull? You are ascertaining you would not marry a sex doll, is that right?
I wouldn't be that dumb.
You think it's dumb?
Oh, fuck yeah, it is.
It's cheap.
It's cheap. I mean, listen,
cheaper than a live human wife.
Well, here's the thing: you're there, you got all this stuff planned. You're there in a suit, and you're getting married to a sex doll with everybody watching. If I'm attending that wedding, I'm going, you are such a fucking dumbass. You are
a tool.
You are just a rube. You know, you're just doing this for your ego, and
this is weird, man, and you know it's weird.
It's just dumb. It's just ignorant. You know, it's just people. This guy,
it's weird.
He's got too many steroids built up into him. You know, it's I don't know. Maybe he puts the doll in like different positions too. I mean,
goes to go to breakfast or whatever. It's like, okay, honey, let's go, and like,
let's go to our hotel room and let's. You know,
are you talking about sex positions?
Yeah, I mean the guy likes BDSM.
Son of a bitch.
No, the guy likes BDSM. So I mean, what's to say that he has this sex doll tied up? And
he like chains her up and shit.
Yeah, like tortures her and shit like that. I mean,
tortures her. Oh, jeez.
I mean, think about it. They do that. I mean, they.
Well, right, and that's why he gravitated towards this lifestyle, because he's like, I don't want to hurt a real girl.
He'd probably break the neck.
Now, yeah, after being conditioned to marrying a doll, that he can do whatever the hell he wants.
I'm just saying,
any real girl now should be terrified of trying.
Oh yeah, I mean, if he tried to like some people, they like to choke people out or whatever,
and stuff, right?
And if he did that,
and this girl can't die.
No.
So he's gonna get conditioned to, I can do whatever the hell I want.
And if the head does come off, he can still duct tape it.
And just put it back together.
Yeah, I'd carry it around just to duct tape it. You know what I mean?
Just to duct tape it.
Yeah, just to duct tape it. Hey, look at this girl. She duct taped her head together. You know?
Jesus.
But no, I don't know. That's just.
So have you used, or have you gotten rid of your sex doll now? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, a couple of years ago I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just too much of a hassle. She bitched too much.
Just not for you anymore.
Just bitch.
Just bitching all the time.
Yeah, that's like, dude, when are you gonna shut up? you bitch too much.
Just come on.
It's like, fuck. Stop wearing me out.
Just stop it.
You dumb bitch. Stop wearing me out, you motherfucker.
You're wearing me out.
Trying to go to bed. You're still talking over there, even though you don't talk.
Yeah, shut up.
Shut the fuck up and bend over.
Why didn't I get the silent mode?
This bitch never stops talking.
What if it was like one of those, remember those little dolls that girls used to play with in like the 90s and shit, and they would be like, feed me or whatever, or they'd piss themselves.
Did you play with those dolls?
Sex doll does all that.
Did you play with those?
To be like a real girl. Hell yeah, I played with
those.
Did
you? Okay.
Well, I mean, I had a sister and she got bored and I'd play with her, you know. We play Barbies and shit.
Were you in the back of the house just like, playing with your own deal, and somebody walked in and go, oh, I'm sorry, my bad.
It's an action figure.
It's a G.I. Joe with girl
Tell
clothes.
them, Mom, it's called an action figure. I'm not playing with dolls.
I don't know. I think that would be too much of a hassle to deal with. You know what I mean? Especially
playing with dolls.
No, the cleanup process. And
my God! Oh, stop it!
And all that stuff. I mean, God
All
knows.
that stuff.
Listen, God knows what this guy. I mean, probably COVID wouldn't even have an effect on this person. You know what I mean?
Dude, what the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Well, I mean, all the stuff that this guy's put this doll through. I mean, even if it got like COVID on this,
Your imagination is gone with this boy. You're like all the stuff he's putting this doll. You don't even know.
I mean,
you're just imagining. It's
he
like
probably
the most
is.
horrid
I mean,
stuff.
come on. I mean, look at this. This guy is like just
He's like
you
putting
know,
cigarettes out on her and shit.
he probably is. I wouldn't. He probably like 3 or 4 of them all have a menage a trois at the same time. I mean,
like,
come on.
Honey,
I mean, it's
I've been thinking about a threesome.
well, you
her
got
name is her name is Cindy.
Cindy Lou Who.
Cindy Lou Who.
Have you seen her nowadays?
Cindy Lou Who?
Yeah,
No.
the actress.
No.
She went dark quick.
What does that mean?
Like she went to like, you know, you remember in high school when you had like those not like skater people, but you had those people who were like sort of
Gothic?
gothic type metalheads.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, she went deep real quick on that one.
Really?
Oh yeah, you should look her up.
Cindy Lou Who?
No, the actress who plays Cindy Lou Who.
Well, you're right.
Oh yeah, isn't she like an artist
I've heard
too?
her song. She does music. Todd's saying I've heard her song. Who is Cindy Lou Who?
That's the character name.
Like,
the
no,
actress,
I know, but what's her name? Like,
I know,
what's
I'm
her
trying to look it up.
real life name?
trying to look it up while we're on the air. While I'm trying to host a show.
Yeah, you know. About time you did something.
I know, right? Now that I'm trying to run this fucking thing. Plays Cindy Lou Who. Oh yeah, okay, here she is. This is one of her photos. I'm gonna put it up on the live stream here.
Hell yeah.
So here we go. This is what she looks like as of now. It'll be coming up here shortly. But she's got like, she looks very anorexic. She's got like really dark, like, she almost looks like she's high.
There's
in
probably
the
is.
photo. But yeah, she went dark like real
Oh, there she
quick.
goes.
Yeah, she went like real dark.
Anyway,
real quick.
so you know when you put that up, that when I said, "Oh, there she goes," it had just come up. So that's the delay. That's how long the delay.
Yeah, I gotta fix that delay here. Here's another shot of her, a comparison between Cindy Lou Who and what she looks like today. Let me pull that up here, and you'll see it here shortly. But you see how like just sort of, I don't know. She looks like she needs a
worn
hamburger.
down.
Yeah, she needs a hamburger. I think
She needs a hamburger.
she needs like a Five Guys hamburger.
Damn, I love Five Guys.
Those are so good though.
God, don't you be getting me hungry
But
now, you
there's
fucking.
the only problem is there's 2 problems that I have with Five Guys. One is that when you add like all the extra stuff to it, right? It tastes so good, but it's all just a jumbled mess when you open it up. You know what I mean? The other problem that I have with it is that it gets very greasy.
That's what. Yeah, you were saying that last time when I was like, "Oh, I love them," and I guess I can agree, but it's mostly only like the only times I've ever really had to deal with that. I would say is ordering it on like a DoorDash or a Grubhub or something.
Yeah, if you get it
If
straight
you're
out
eating
of the
it
box,
right then and there, you're golden,
Right.
bro. It's fine.
like I did that when Chewy Rocks was in the hospital in Orlando. I ordered it's Five Guys, right? And it got there about, I don't know, 20 minutes or so after I ordered it, right? And I just opened it up, and it was just full of grease, just full of, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
because it's got time to
"Oh."
sweat in there. You know what I mean? They're wrapping it in foil.
Yeah.
It's kinda
And I was just like, oh, this is just, ugh. I'm not a big fan of
It's
grease.
definitely unfortunate.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of grease. That's I think my problem. Well, we
Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah, I'm not a huge grease fan either.
we did 2 hours and 35 minutes.
Oh, geez,
Yeah,
it's just flown by, man.
just talking bullshit.
Just bullshitting.
Just bullshit.
Well, I mean, Homeboy gave us a lot to work with there with the
With the sex doll deal.
yeah, marrying a doll. Like, come on, man. So you're a grown man playing Barbie,
Pretty much.
playing life-size Barbie every day. You
Oh,
wake
yeah.
up and you move this thing. You walk into the bathroom and you brush its teeth and you clean out its vagina and
Well, there is.
get it ready for its work day. Does she have a job?
Delay there.
You know, I mean, these are the questions we want
To take it like a sex doll would take it.
Oh, good God, dude. I mean, and you know what the problem is that I know you're right.
I mean, she's gonna take it with love and respect and caring
all
for her
that.
man,
Oh
and
yeah, oh yeah, all
you know,
that.
just he's gonna go back door, inner door, outer door. You know,
the fourth hole,
the fourth hole, the earlobe, behind the knee,
it's behind the knee, exactly. Yeah,
under the armpit. You know,
a lot of people don't know that it's behind the knee.
yeah, the back door, the butt is behind the knee.
No, the fourth hole.
No, but that's what the radio is. If it's behind the knee, it's the anal. If it's if it's the armpit, it's the down there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So when you ever hear back door or behind the knee, right? That's what the deal is.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That way the FCC doesn't fine you for, because you can't really say, hey, I'm getting, or this person's getting, railed anally, on the air. They don't like it
though.
But this is internet radio, so
we're killing it.
We're not really governed by the FCC.
Yeah, they can go suck my testicle.
Suck my D. So we're not really governed by that. So we don't really have to censor or watch what we say per se. I just keep it as a formality, just because it sounds better on the radio instead of having every word like a sailor.
Yeah.
To her saying F this and F that.
Well, fuck, man.
What do you mean?
I fucking agree.
I do too. Fucking assholes.
Well, fuck.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm doing?
So yeah,
you see what I did there?
I see what you. Yeah, I got you. I did a 4-hour show one time on
Jesus
on Bull and the Bartender show.
Your ass must have been hurting.
No, it was actually pretty good. I mean, because we did our
Nice,
breaks as
comfortable
usual.
chair.
Yeah, nice comfortable chair, just kind of just sitting there, just talking. I mean,
Minimal hemorrhoids.
I usually just confirm it to like 2 hours because most people can't do more than 2 hours.
Yeah, pussies.
Like for me, I have no problem coming on here doing 4 hours. I have no problem at all. But
None.
with schedule with most people, they can't do it. So I keep it at 2 hours, and if we go over 2 hours, then that's cool. If you guys are cool with that, then I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? I'm not forcing you to do 4 hours.
Is that right?
Yeah. I mean, unless you want
fuck,
to.
we can go, Todd.
I mean,
I'm just playing.
It's up to you, but I know it's getting late for you. So
yeah, you're not wrong.
it's not late for me. I tell you that much. I'm usually up.
I stay up. I'm gonna say I do. Usually
Yeah.
I'm up pretty late. But yeah, I'm with getting this doing this new job that I've been doing, and that's not super new anymore. So I've been a little bit more lenient with our time, but
I got you. It's all
because I'm getting more used to it and all that kind of stuff. I'm getting more kind of in the flow of it all.
It's all about you, my friend. It's all about you.
You're damn right, and I love that you recognize that.
Actually, no, it should be all about me. Actually, to be honest with you.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
But I'm very humbled, and I humble to the people who do these shows. So I'm like, here, let me feed you a little bit. Let me dangle that carrot from you, and then we'll get down to business.
I love a good carrot.
So I'm sure you do. That's why Dizzle's there to help you. All right, so he can help you by peeing too.
Whoa.
Well, I mean that's what you said. That's verbatim. Thank you so much for Mad to Say for joining the show. As always, you're phenomenal.
Thank you, sir.
Even well, we're not going to discuss that part of it. Dizzle, thank you for chiming in off mic. I appreciate that. Hopefully, Matt will get you a microphone set up. That way you can join the show. And it'll be Bull, Matt the Savior, and Dizzle with the Whizzle.
And the Dizzle.
Thank you for joining the show. Social Reload Show every Sunday at 9 o'clock. Don't forget to join us every Tuesday at 8 for Bull and the Bartender Show. And then soon, Gut Check Live with Belly will be back on Sundays. We're going to have to work on that schedule between both shows. So, therefore, I am Bull. I am joining you from my 25-foot bunker. I thank you for listening to Bull and the Bartender Show, our Bull's Radio Lounge. Only on YouTube.com. Just search Bulls Radio Lounge. Go to Facebook.com. Just search Bulls Space Radio Lounge. All right, I think that's it. Anything else for you?
That's it. This is Matt the Savior saying, go get you some.
Go get you some. Thank you so much, Matt. I appreciate it.
Later, brother.
All right,
Thank
dude.
you, sir.
We'll see you on Tuesday, our next show for Bull and the Bartender Show. I am Bull for the Social Reload Show with Matt the Savior. We'll see you next week at 9 o'clock, only on Bulls Radio Lounge.
I still feel you.